Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. How's everyone doing today? Tonight, this morning, wherever you may be. How's everyone doing? Axel says, "Foe." Yo. Welcome, Axel. Glad you're here. Let's see who else we got. Autumn __, of course. Glad you're here. Glad that Twitch is working for you again. Cameron, Nick. Hopefully you two are doing well. Loki, good evening to you. How's your day been going? Monster22 says, "It's a s'more, not a book. My pixel art dreams are dead." No. I see it now. I see it after you pointed it out. I see it now. Okay, but to be fair.
Cameron Reap 2 says, "This is to let YouTube know I had Taco Bell and to hit that bell. Follow me here on Twitch."
I'm jealous. I wish I had Taco Bell today. That sounds really good, actually. Very nice. Very nice. Let me pull this up really quick. Creator Corner. It was in a Creator Corner? No. It was in art? Yes.
Welcomes everyone to John Moonwood's Hourly Pick a Number. This is the time where John Moonwood picks a number.
Alright. John Moonwood is going to pick, let's see here. I'm going to pick... let's go with... There we go. Let's go with 92. Go with 92. That is my guess. Okay, but here's the thing, all right? I mean, I can see it, right? I can see it now. And I feel like, given the context, it definitely would look like a s'more. I just thought it looked like a book. That's all. But I do like it. I still absolutely love it. It is absolutely fantastic. I just thought it was a book. To be fair, I was also looking at a very tiny thumbnail, and so it looked like a book. And it's like, it's a monster book, so it's like chewing its pages, you know, kind of like that. Anyway, but no, it is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love it. It is fantastic. Your art dreams are not dead. Never. Ooh, we got some new art. I like it. Absolutely fantastic. Coming in here with the stream snipe, Cameron. I see you. What numbers have you picked? I've chosen 12, 22, 39, 45, 57, 81, 92. Those are your winning numbers. Call the collection hotline. We'll give you your money. Autumn __ says, "Sadly, I actually need to sleep very soon, so I cannot be here long, but I can access Twitch again." That's completely understandable. It's, let's see, what would it be over there for you? Is it like almost 10:30? Oh my gosh. It's getting pretty late. Well, no worries at all. I completely understand. You gotta get some sleep. You gotta get to bed. Yeah, no worries. But I'm glad Twitch is working for you. And hopefully on Thursday we'll be able to see a little bit longer. Fingers crossed. Currently working on. Oh, these are the ones you're currently working on. Yeah, I like it. Look fantastic. I really like the detail on the boots. Are they feathers? I really like them. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Love it. All right, folks. Axel will be responsible. You heard Autumn __ Axel. You gotta be responsible. Oak says, "Sleep? What's that?" I feel that. That's what GPT thinks too. I guess it is. Oh wait. Are those not feathers? I thought they kind of looked like feathers. What are they supposed to be, though? No promises, Australia. Yeah, Australia, we're not making you any promises. None for you. My mead goes so hard. Is that why you typoed? Just because you're high on your own supply? Drunk on your own supply? Did it turn out pretty good, though? I know you were saying it like smelled awful and that it tasted all right as long as you mixed it with something. I meant them to be some fluffles. All right, well, that's fair enough. I can see that as well. I can see it being fluffles. I like it. Absolutely like it. Also, shout out to Wilk City 27. Thank you for the follow. 3 hours ago. I don't know how you found us while we were offline, but thank you for the follow. Hopefully you'll be here to see the magic that happens here. Hopefully. Okay, so we've got a couple options tonight. Kind of what I'm thinking is we can still do Tomb of Versilius. We 100% absolutely can do Tomb of Versilius. Or I know that some people have been saying that they wouldn't mind if I did a stream where I was just working on the Gamebra game, where we also need to think of a name for that game. So if we would like to work on that, we can do that. Or if you're just kind of like, let's do Tomb of Versilius, I'm completely fine to do Tomb of Versilius. I have been trying to do a little bit of work on it off stream in the, again, very little bit of time that I have. So it's not much, really not much, but I'm trying to do a little bit of work on it. So I've actually got a whole, again, a new stream scene that I'm kind of working on, and it's gonna fit into the new stream scene. As much as I absolutely love this scene, right? I love it. I feel like there's just so much wasted space. Like the monitor, it's fun and all, but then it's just so much smaller. And like the Gamebra, absolutely love it, but it's such a small screen, and so I'm like, all right, we only have so much screen space. We need to optimize it and make sure that it all looks good. So. So I'm kind of thinking of different potential layouts to be able to get everything we would want on the screen, plus having the screen a little bit bigger. The Gamebra screen, the current potential design I have, it's going to make the screen about 80% bigger, so hopefully you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Okay, I think there's something here. Come in. Oh, hi. Want to say hi? It's been a while, huh? Oh, hi. What's that? Is that the microphone? You say hi to everybody. Say hi, everybody. You see yourself? You're up there. You wave. Hi. Are you a little sleepy? You have a good car ride. I'm gonna hand you back to mommy, okay? I love you. Yeah. Green screen. Magical green screen.
Hello, Moonchild.
Ooh. Wow. The Axel says, hello, Moon. Say hi. Babe. Yeah, there you go. Get some sleep, okay? Alright. Night night. Love you. All right. Let's see. What do we got? Celestia cannot be without her flats, even on her wedding day. On the left. On my left. One up top. I like it. The stream still needs a Streamworks stream. That's true. We do need to do a Streamworks stream, which we could make it that if we would like. We could. And me too. How dare you? Yes. Okay. Yeah. So we definitely can. We absolutely can. Holy smokes! That is a really nice looking orb. I love it. I like the little pulsing animation as well. That is a beautiful chest. See? Look at that. You are a freaking talented artist. Do not let my misunderstanding of what your thing might have been. You're good. You are good. Just because I cannot interpret pixel art very well sometimes doesn't mean that you're not good at making the art. It just means that I'm bad at interpreting. Whoa. There we go. Okay, so Yeah, I'm trying to decide. I am trying to decide. So here's what we got. Let's do this. Let's open you. Go to Cloud Documents. So basically, here is the new stream layout that I'm kind of going to be potentially going for. Trying to optimize the screen space as much as possible. So basically, general idea is we will have the main screen right here. So this will be the actual monitor itself. So a little bit larger than the... Because, like, here's the thing. Like, this monitor, it shows a decent amount. But I feel like just not quite enough. I feel like it is kind of difficult to see. But anyway, so this would hopefully allow for more stuff. So the Game Brush screen will be right down here in the corner, right here. So again, should be quite a bit bigger of a screen. Now, I know it may seem like it's the same size as the one over there. But that's just because I have things scaled weird. So eventually it will be larger than that. So it will look bigger. It will look bigger, I promise. And then other things we're going to have is down here at the bottom, we'll be able to have our battle log. I still don't know exactly how I'm going to get this, so I really hope that I can actually have it say names. I just need to look into see if that's possible. But yeah, so we'll be able to tell you how much damage someone did, and it'll tell you the person who actually did it, and it should show about the most recent 3 to 4-ish attacks. Next up, we'll be able to always show what level we are all on, so hopefully that'll be a good, fun thing to have. This will also show the plus upgrades that we have on our dice, so we all know how much it should be doing versus how much the roll actually is. And then, of course, our current level progress, not the player level, but like the level that we're on progress. So that's the plan for that. And then, you know, obviously we would have chat right here. There'd be the chat box. And then up here would actually be the other stream stuff we definitely should be showing. Things like, you know, top chat, top donators, top gifters, all that. So that is the plan. That is the hope. And we're going to see what we can do with that. So that is the plan. And because of that, we actually, I've been redoing a bit of the Monster Fighter game. So if I close that, I actually don't know if I'm going to be able to open it. I might be able to, maybe. Let's go to downloads. Which Monster Battler? No. This is the one we're currently running. So if I come over here, we do the Twitch Monster Battler. I need to change the package.json file. That is TMB. So this is going to be the I don't know, TMB2. Sure, there we go. That will allow me to open it up while the other project is also open. There's a little fun fact. If you're using RPG Maker and you would like to have 2 different projects opened up at the same time, not necessarily the project itself, but the test play window, all you have to do is come in here to the package.json file in the parent directory, and you just need to add this little tag here, the chromium-args, and user data directory / and then some kind of specific name. Otherwise, it just goes off of a standard name, and then if it's running 2 instances of the standard name, it won't do anything. So let's see if this actually loads. Hold this up. There we go. So yeah, so kind of redoing it. It is a very long. Oh, hey. I just realized this is also connected to the Twitch integration, so it's doing damage to both this instance of the monster and the one over on the Game Bruh. So, but yeah, so it'll basically have the same layout. So we'll have everything along the bottom here. I'll just be able to have one window open, and it'll be showing the battlefield. It'll be showing all the information, and then I'll still have all of my manual stuff up here, so I can click to roll dice manually, turn on the 2x damage, spawn monsters, stuff. So it is a work in progress. I'm also working on getting the queue done, so that way you can have all sorts of people casting spells all at once, and you shouldn't ever lose an attack. That is something that I'm getting a little bit hung up on, just because I'm probably going to have to redo the entire battle sequence completely, because I didn't really plan on being able to have queued up dice, and so I kind of have to redo the whole thing, unfortunately. But, anyway, so yeah, we're working on it, and I can definitely make some more. I can make some more progress on it tonight if we would like to work on the monster battle. Let's see, got 8 going, so we can shiny hunt. I like it. Can we do a poll to see if we work on the main event or the stream work? Good, we could. Let me actually, I should be able to do this. Manage poll. How y'all feel about what we doing? Oh, that is the current poll. Wait. When did that start? All right, so we've got 1 for Tomb of Versilius Game Dev, and we've got 1 for 0 for Tomb of Versilius Game Dev, 1 for Game Bruh Game Dev. So if you have a preference, let me know. But yeah, so we can definitely work on getting the queue done and all that stuff. So we will see. I seem to be monopolizing the poll. I do my job, Moon Man. I know you do. I know you do, Axel. I don't, for some reason, it will tell me occasionally when it is actually starting the polls, and other times it just doesn't. So I didn't see it for some reason this time. That is my bad. I apologize. All right, well, so far it's looking like 100% doing the game dev. So we may be working on that tonight. Both one per hand. What? Oh, in relation to your last message. Yeah. Get 8 going so we can shiny hunt. Work on both. We could. Honestly, I don't think it's going to take that long. Maybe. I mean, yeah, should we switch it up? I think we switch it up. So let's see. If I edit the stream info, I wonder how this works. Can I actually make this work? Let's do working on Twitch integration stuff. Using RPG Maker MV. Working on Twitch integration stuff using RPG Maker MV. Yeah. All right. Done. Will that actually update though? If I refresh the page. I don't know if that actually updates the RPG Maker 1005. Yeah, I don't know if that... Oh, wait, it did. Working on Twitch integration stuff using RPG Maker. Sweet. And then if over here on YouTube, I do edit the stream. Swap this to be... Working on Twitch integration stuff using RPG Maker MV. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. We're working on a Twitch integration game that will also be able to eventually be played on YouTube using RPG Maker MV. Come along for the ride. Yeah. All right. Let's also yeah, we can leave it in the developer live stream, I suppose. Save. All right, there we go. We'll see how that turns out. Code on the left hand while level design with your right. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. All right, let's see. Okay, let's go back over here to the stream. There we go. Looks like it. Okay, here we go. So let's work on this then. I think the first thing we're gonna do is if we come over to the plugins, let's turn off the let's see, which one was it? The Twitch WebSocket bridge. Yeah, let's turn that off. Turn that to off. There we go. So that turns off the WebSocket. So if we were to come in here, we hit save. There we go. Now, if I were to do something like this, it should only roll a dice on the other one and not the current one. Yes, cool. All right, there we go. Not that it's a problem, but maybe with testing it could potentially be a problem this way. Okay, so what do we need to do? I need to make it so that it yeah, we need to change a bunch of how the combat works so we can actually create the queue. So here's what we got currently right now. So in here, I'm currently redesigning this a bit. So this is what actually listens for... Oh, we've got a 50-50. All right, well, I'm going to make sure we do some work tonight on this, and then we're also going to switch over how many channel points to get you to learn this. Oh, Loki, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Let's see, where is that? Off topic? General? All right, here we go. Wait, what? How many channel points to get you to learn this? Making a game in the worst programming language. No variables, no if statements, no functions, just headings. Wait, have we looked at this before? This looks familiar. Yeah. Move along. All right, what do we got? What do we got here? I'm gonna pause that. We're gonna pull up the desktop audio.
Bit Snake game, featuring razor-sharp graphics, mesmerizing gameplay, and even sound. The reason that the code looks like this is because it's written in Brainfuck. I don't want to get demonetized, so I'll abbreviate the name to just BF. As you can probably tell by the name, this language is quite literally designed to give you a headache. I'm just one of the weirdos who finds it fun to work with. Remember, you're currently looking at a game engine. Point is, if you don't take notes on every little thing your code does, it's very easy to get lost. All programs written in BF look like unreadable garbage. It's not just my code, I promise. That's because the entire BF grammar consists of just 8 symbols. Other characters, like letters and even numbers, are simply ignored. But in theory, this is all you need to write any program, including a relatively complicated 2D game. Here's how it works. You're given a long array of numbers, which are all set to 0 by default. You've also got a cursor, which starts off pointing at the very first number. You can use these 2 instructions to move that cursor to the right or to the left. You can use the plus and minus symbols to add 1 or remove 1 from the currently selected number. The comma lets you read user input 1 symbol at a time, and the dot lets you output a symbol. Finally, the square brackets indicate a loop. Any code inside of here will repeat until the selected value becomes 0. And yep, that's all there is to it. Congratulations, you've successfully learned an entire programming language. Feel free to put that on your resume if you want, though
there we go.
Leave out the name, it's not very professional. Okay, so we've got the Legos, but how do you build a game with this? For that, we'll first need a screen. I wrote a program that visualizes the first 256 cells as pixels.
Gosh.
This means that if we, for example, ink right outside of the pixel buffer, to draw the player at the given location, we need a way to convert this number to a set of cursor moving instructions. We can now put all of the drawing code in its own loop and make changes to the position each time the loop runs, which makes that pixel start moving. It's not quite Snake just yet, but we're getting there. What we need now is a way to control the player.
Definitely not going to watch the whole
earlier
thing,
that
but
we
holy
cut 3 or 4.
smokes.
And like this, the player gets drawn first, and then the apple's rendering routine has to glide over it to be drawn after. But the apple can't really distinguish.
Got a dip
because
so
the
I
marker is
can
placed in the pixel that
find
was
this
already there. So the player
collectible,
effectively
and it's so
offsets the
hidden,
apple
I
one
missed
cell to
it.
the left. I don't know if there's a good way to
In my last 2 playthroughs. No worries at all, Axel. No worries at all.
solve this, but I haven't figured it out yet.
This
frame,
is,
and when you update the player's position once that counter wraps around the template for drawing one tailpiece and copy head. Likewise, instead of stepping all the way through a loop, there are quite a few graphical bugs, and even more gameplay bugs. Just to name an example, if you move diagonally, you'll start skipping pixels, which basically lets you go through your own tail if you get lucky. I fixed that last one by making diagonal movements stepped. Basically, I've got a value that flip-flops between 0 and non-zero every time movement is processed. Then, instead of applying both coordinate changes for diagonal movement, I choose the direction based on that flag. This also ends up looking a lot more like what you'd expect. Since I also can't make the tail infinitely long, you can exploit the way the screen coordinates wrap around to do this, which is kind of like an infinite score glitch. To remedy that, I added this blue pixel that kills you on contact. You can think of it as a sort of bad apple. Hold on a second. Yes, I did also add sound to the runtime. The address that you selected when you run the dot operator would normally be used to specify which character to print, but here it specifies a MIDI note to play for the rest of the frame. In my game, I added basic blip sound effects for picking up an...
Alright. Loki, I think to answer your question, a lot. That would take a lot of channel points to get me to learn that, because that is absolutely nuts. Holy freaking crap. I mean, that is a very, very basic language, which is kind of cool. But holy smokes, that is insane. I like it. I like it. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So basically the way that this is working. So previously, here, let's look at how it was working, and then we're going to talk about how it is working. I wager on behalf of Loki. Yeah, I mean, 900,000 points. That sounds about right. We're going to do that. That sounds right. So here's how it was working. So previously, if someone were to redeem Twitch Award or Twitch Reward 1, it would do everything in here. So basically, this is Fire 1. You have 34,000. You got a lot of points, Loki. I mean, to be fair, you have been here a while. That makes sense. But holy freaking crap. That is insane. That's crazy. Oh man. All right. Yeah. So then this it rolls the dice. It rolls the D4. You are so close to 1K subs. I know. I'm getting really excited about it. A little nervous, but also excited. Mostly nervous because I don't know what I'm gonna do for my 1,000K of my 1,000K for my 1K sub video. I've been like thinking about what I'm gonna do, but I have no idea what I'm actually. Not a clue. Yeah, very exciting. Ooh.
Loki Trickster just redeemed Truth or Dare. I dare you to learn BF programming.
I need to get rid of these truth or dares. All right, Loki, you have dared me, so now I have to. All right. Not right now, but I'm going to learn BF programming. That I can make something very basic, something very simple. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. And when it's ready, I will showcase it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Okay, yeah. So it would roll the dice. So since it's a D4, it would pick a random number between 1 and 4. It would turn on the update battle log. So that is basically the pull this up right here. Over here, that is just this this little box here, just updating the battle log to say how much damage it's done, and eventually who did that damage. Eventually, some picture easing stuff, and this is actually showing the dice. All of this is just animating the dice. Everything from here to basically here is just animating the dice. It does some, like, you know, the screen shake and flashes the enemy, and then it turns on spell used to equal 1. So it just lets the game know, hey, it used spell 1. And then it turns off the Twitch award, sets it to 0, and then that way it's ready to be taking in another dice roll. The problem there is that for 30 frames, so half a second, it cannot accept any more dice rolls. And so if Twitch is throwing in a dice roll twice every second, it might skip it every now. So yeah, so that is the issue, is that we need to create a queue so that it will be processing all of this, but then also be able to accept more dice roll. So, yeah. Essentially, what do we need to do? So over here, this is the updated one. So I'm trying to get it to the point where I can just basically use the same code again and again, because I didn't show you this, but that was just for the first fire spell. And then there's the second fire spell. And then the third fire spell. And then there's the fourth fire spell. And so on and so forth for all of the spells that we have. It's a lot. There's a lot. And so I want to try and make it a little bit more simplified, a little bit more. These are specifically the D4 spells, these are the D6 spells, these are the D8 spells, and then all of them can kind of just like mix and match with a little bit of changes here and there, depending on the element that you're using, because eventually I do want to make it so that if you cast a fire spell at a water monster, it's not going to do as much. But if you cast water at a fire monster, it'll do more. So that's the hope. Strength isn't weak, all that fun stuff. You were just complaining about needing a 1K special. It's true, I was. And I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do, because I want to do something fun. You know, I can't just. I did not think, like, pure complete honesty, I did not think that this year I would reach 1,000 subs. Like, I didn't for even a split second. I was going to consider myself lucky if I hit 500 this year. So the fact that I'm coming up on 1,000 in like 7 months, it's kind of crazy to me. Like, I'm genuinely shocked. I know it's not breaking any records or anything like that, but I'm shocked, very, very happy, very yeah. It just like it blows my mind, and so I want it to be a fun and special 1K sub video or something like that I put up. But I'm like trying to think of what it's going to be. But I want to make sure that I actually have time to create it before I actually hit. Because, like, it literally could be, like, it could be a week from now. It could be a month from now. It could be 2 months from now. It could be tomorrow. Like, literally all it would take is just for a video to hit the algorithm right, or to be shared in a certain spot, and then who knows? Who knows? Anyway, that is neither here nor there. So what do we have right now? So right now, this is the, if the Twitch reward is equal to 1, that's probably going to leave eventually. So this is for Dice 1, but that probably also doesn't apply either anymore. So this is going to be setting the dice roll X position to be equal to 120 to 290. Basically what this means is, hold this up quick. This is basically just making it so that the dice will move in a random X position back and forth. So, you know, so right now, so as you can see with this guy right here, if I were to, crap, I'm gonna move this over here. There we go. So if I were to click, oh wait, what the freak am I doing? Move that back over there.
I hath doth returned, and I am one achievement closer to platinuming 5 Nights at Freddy's, The Secret of the Mimic.
Bad, not bad. Very impressive. I like it. Well, congratulations, and also, welcome back. Glad you're back. Yeah, so as you can see, with this guy right here, so if I were to roll this dice, you'll notice the dice comes down kind of like over on his left side. I guess his right side, our left side. But then if I click it again, it kind of goes a little bit more center, more to the right, and so it's just setting like a random spot for it to actually drop the dice. So that is what that is doing. And then basically this is just going to say if game variable 39, so if the Twitch reward is equal to 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, or 22. So those are all the fire spells. So that's going to be... No. That is not the fire spells. That is all of the D4 spells. So that is going to be the fire D4s. So 1 and 4, so that's the 1D4 and the 2D4. 7 and 10 are the water D4 and D4s, and so on and so forth. So then basically, yeah, so it's just saying if it's equal to one of those, then just set the dice 1 damage to equal a random number between 1 and 4, rolling a D4. Let's see, David underscore H76 says, hello. Welcome, David. Glad you're here. Come on in, sit on down. Hopefully your day's going all right for you. Cameron says, be back soon. It's no fun having a mod and my bed needs reconstruction from cleaning sheets. Fair. Good luck. Hopefully that goes well for you. Let's see, Monster says, never learned coding, never had the time or a PC. Can you use the true-false code lines to reoccur the same line of code used previously instead of making 300 lines of code? I know a little, but not a lot. Yes and no. Yes and no. So there's different ways you can go about this. So, I mean, there are loops that you can do. There's the if and else statements, which is kind of what is going on here. So it's basically saying if this variable reaches any of these criteria, then do this thing. And then same thing here. If this variable reaches any of these criteria, do this thing. The reason why over here, I'm guessing you probably are referring to this here, where I have to do basically the exact same thing over and over and over again. The reason why I have to do it slightly differently here is because I hard-coded everything. And basically what that would mean is I've gone in here and I've told it specifically that it is rolling image layer 21. And it is setting it to this X and Y position. And it is setting it to this tint and all that fun stuff. And so all of it is hard-coded with a bunch of those values that then need to change with every single different spell. Because there's no 2 fire spells that roll a 1d4. There's a fire spell that rolls a 1d4, one that rolls a 1d6, one that rolls a 1d8, one that rolls a 2d4, one that rolls a 2d6, and one that rolls a 2d8. So they all have to be slightly different in some way, shape, or form. So that's why there are so many lines of code just to get the dice working here, which is what I'm trying to remedy with this solution here. Then this can basically say, it doesn't matter what dice you or what spell you've cast. If you are a D4, whether you're a 1d4 or a 2d4, do this thing. So that's kind of the reason for that. Yeah. Let's see. David says, day's almost over. That is always a good feeling. Always a good feeling. Hopefully it's been a good day for you at least. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so this has the D4s covered. This has the D6s covered. This has the D8s covered. Fantastic. Then after that, we have a new branching or nesting if statements. The first one, so this is if the Twitch rewards are greater than or equal to 1, and if the Twitch rewards are less than or equal to 6. So that means this is going to be a fire spell. This one, greater than 7, less than 12, means it's going to be a water spell. Greater than 13, less than 18 is going to be an earth spell, so on and so forth. So just with this stuff right here, this should make it very dynamic graphically. So that should take care of all the graphics for the dynamic stuff. After that, we've got to update the battle log. Again, we will need to have that in here. Then here we're going to rotate the picture. So this is just making the dice turn as it's coming down the screen. I also have this assigned to a variable, so that way, as it's coming down, if that variable changes, it will adjust which image layer it is referring to. And rotate. Okay, so after that, so let's see, so 21, so we do not need that anymore. That one is good. And then at this point, we are then moving the picture, again, related to the variable 66, down to that X and Y. Okay, that should be good. So it waits for 15 frames. It tints picture number 4. That one can stay the same all the time because it's basically just saying, hey, turn the monster red. Flash it red, and then go back to a regular full color spectrum graphic. Yeah, so just a quick half a second flash to red. And then it sets the spell used to equal 1. Okay. Yeah. I think that should be fine. Okay. So I think what we're going to do here, actually, is Okay, so first of all, let's make the Q. Let's make a variable for the Q. We got spell used, dice, monster killed. Trying to find the right block. Really nothing that I can use? Full damage, minutes, no damage. Speed to give, monsters killed, votes. Guess not. Okay, so let's do this. So spell 1 used, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Here is going to be dice to roll. So this is going to be the variable that acts as the Q. So as you roll more and more dice, it will oh wait, no, that's not gonna work, because if it's just adding to this variable, it needs to keep track of what dice you're trying to roll. We can't just say, hey, there's more dice to roll, because then it won't know if it's rolling a d4 or a d6. I guess what we could do is we could say something like, there we go. Turn on a fan really quick. It's getting hot down in this basement now that it's summertime. Oh boy, no. So far the queue, you basically have to do it, if line started, wait for X frames, it takes before setting the next, and if another comes in, save the number until it's done. Yeah, basically. So, because this is only part of what's actually happening. Because this is like the visual representation of everything, and then it will turn on whatever spell it's using. It will set that number, so for spell use. Then it'll then come over to here. So this is the actual spells and damage. So this part right here, this is allowing me to manually click on the dice. So if you'll remember, so right here I have these set dice right here where I can manually roll. That is what all of this is doing. And so I can manually, roll that dice. It'll turn on switch reward 1, something like that, which would then come over here and trigger this. And this is saying, hey, if switch reward equals 1, do this thing right here. And then it then tells it to let's see, right here. So then does spell 1 used. So then over here again, there's a switch called doing damage. So if you actually, I think I turned it on in here. Maybe I got rid of that. Yeah, eventually what it would do is when it would do the spell. Oh, that's right. So down here at the very bottom, it does some last minute things. Takes care of like the +1s, the +2s, and all that fun stuff. And then it turns on doing damage. And so then this one will check and see which spell did you use. And it's basically just saying, hey, are any of these dice, do any of them have damage indicators? If so, do all the damage. And then if the monster dies, that's all of this stuff here. Giving the monster the XP gold and payout. Do, and then transferring the health. Yeah. And then it turns it all off, and then you're and then turns on the save game. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that. Jesse, welcome. Glad you're here. Come on in. Sit on down. We're working on the Monster Fighter Twitch game thing tonight. It was voted on, and vote came out as a tie, but I figure we're gonna do this for a little bit and then switch over to Tomb of Vercilius as our regularly scheduled thing. So, okay. So, yeah, so this is what we've got. Game progress. Move top window and player icons. Okay. Adding experience. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of work to adjust it. Level up Twitch vote. This is actually taking into account the votes. If someone types in the exclamation mark vote 1, vote 2, vote 3, this is what actually takes care of all that stuff. Okay, event 11. This does nothing, so we'll move it over there. I try to keep, if I have events that I can delete, I move them over there. If I don't, then I keep them over here. Oh, man. Okay. The battle log. The battle log is needed. We do want to keep that. Level up Twitch vote. Do I just completely redo how all the damage is done? Because here's the thing, like I built it in such a way that it was very basic, and I'm trying to like patch that all together. How's everyone been? I myself been doing absolutely fantastic. I can't speak for everyone, but I'm doing great. It's been a good day. It was a long day, very busy, but pretty good. How about yourself, Jesse? How's your day been? How's your week going so far? All right. Yeah. Been a pretty good day. I'd say exciting for sure. Do tell Jesse. Wait, is it job related or other exciting stuff? Either way, exciting is good. I do want to hear. I want to hear all about it. So when this is done, we need boss fights of random things people vote for. Just kidding, just kidding. If that happens, we will end up fighting some weird things. I mean, we could. That is like there's here's the thing. When I was making this originally, like I had this very small scope in my head. I was like, okay, if I can get Twitch integration working in RPG Maker, that would be pretty cool. I was like, I would go with something very basic, which would basically be you use your channel points and you'll be able to cast spells and it will fight monsters, and when the monster dies, it'll just spawn a new monster. That was the plan. So there is a ton we can do with it, because I can take into consideration chats over on Twitch, and I'm hoping, I'm trying to look into this, I haven't gotten it working yet, but I'm hoping that I can get YouTube chats working as well integrated. So everyone over on YouTube, instead of having, instead of redeeming channel points or something like that, I would do something where it's like, I would, allow you to type some command to cast the spells. I don't know how we would balance it, but we'd figure out something. Let's see here. Both actually. Oh, all right. So what's the first thing? My car got towed because they were redoing my lot and I forgot to move. That's not good. But when I called the tow company, they said I didn't have a fee like the warning email said I would. Well, that's good. That's happy. That sucks though that they had to tow the car. That's not fun at all.
Cameron Reap 2 says, will return after these advertisements.
Good old ads. Good old ads. Glad you're back though. You would 100% run that full time on a second channel. People would grind the. I try to keep it PG-13, and I don't. TF out of it if they saw levels on their name. That is another thing. Is that I'm like, this is fun. This is cool. This is definitely like the intro of like, what can I do? What can we get working? And eventually, what could we get to the point? So, yeah, eventually I would absolutely love to create like a 24/7 stream where it is like anyone can just come in and play it anytime that they wanted to. Kind of like the Twitch plays things. I think it would be an absolute blast to have something like that where it's just a 24/7 stream of just everyone playing an RPG. So yeah, it'll be fun. Let's see. I'm sub. You should see that. Oh, that's true. That's true. You are sub. Wait, why did you get ads then? That's weird. Huh. Also, Tomb of Versilius in BF. No, not even close. But there's engines to help. Probably. Let's see. That was exciting, but also my fault. I mean, that is true. It is kind of your fault, but I'm glad there was no fee. In the last 2 days, I've had 3 initial interviews, and I think all of them went pretty well. And one today, it jumped straight to sending me a coding assignment. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. See, there you go. I feel like one of those. I've got a feeling one of those are gonna turn out. Maybe two. Because if you could have 2, gives you a little bit of negotiation and all that fun stuff to maybe get a little bit more compensation. Who knows? That is very exciting. Well, I'm super excited for you, Jesse. Congratulations. Hopefully, got my fingers crossed. Hopefully one of those turn out for you. Goofy, no ad. What? Oh, you didn't see the ads, but you knew there was an ad playing. Is that what you're meaning? I don't know what you mean. Also, coding challenge made me laugh because it's 2D grid stuff. Oh, so like just super simple stuff to do. At least they didn't give you something just completely crazy and off the wall, and you're like, I have no idea how to do this. They're like, but we don't want you. Which I happen to know a few things about. Just a thing or two. You know, one or two things. Maybe. All right, so let's map this out. Let's map this out so that we know that is a bug there. Okay, let's map this out. So what is the first thing we need to do? Number one, we need to check for Twitch channel point redemptions. 2, add those redemptions to a queue. 3, take from the top of the queue. Start processing that. Yeah, processing that. Clear it from the queue. Move every queue item up. And then when step 3 finishes, repeat step 3. Yeah, so basically we're just going to constantly have an event checking for channel point redemptions and messages and things like that. We're just constantly checking for one of those. And then basically we would then say, so add those redemptions, so we'll have a queue. Then it will add those things to the queue. So basically it'll just check at the very top and be like, hey, is there something here? If so, move to the next one. If not, then add it in. And then we will have another event running. So these will be 2 events running in parallel. The next one will just be taking whatever's at the very top of that queue and processing it. So it'll do the whole animation. It will attack the enemy. It'll do all the damage, all that fun stuff. And then once that's done, it will clear it from the queue. Actually, I'll probably need to take it from the queue. Yeah, take from the top of the queue. Yeah, so take from the top of the queue. Step 4 is actually going to be move all queue items up. Because if we don't do that yet, then as it is redeeming more channel points, it will then go in and it'll get confused by, you know, things. Anyway, yeah, so take from the queue, move everything up in the queue, and then we get rid of that. Move everything up the queue. When step 3 finishes, repeat step. If there, if Q isn't null. If Q isn't not, then do thing. Yeah. Okay, I think that's what we got to do, but that is step 5. So, yes, we're checking constantly to see if there are any channel point redemptions and or messages. Add those redemptions to a queue, and then you will take, if there is anything from the queue, take from the top of that queue, move everything in the queue up, and then whenever step 3 finishes, repeat it until there's nothing in the queue left. Yeah, I think that should be good. I think that should be good. Once the monster is defeated, we had like 10 rolls happen before another showed up. So basically the idea would be is if the monster is dead, it will put this on pause, and it'll just keep adding them to the queue. So we may need quite the long queue. Unfortunately, it could get a little messy. I think it should be fine though. I hope. Yeah. So I think that's the plan. So yeah, so it just checks the channel point redemptions and adds them to the queue. So basically, all of this will be running like constantly. Like this will never stop. Even when all of this stuff is going on, steps 1 and 2 will be running in a different event that is just constantly checking for those things. So as they are coming in, it is putting them last in the queue. Last. And then this one will only be running when the monster is alive. If they're dead, and this one doesn't do anything until there is another monster spawned. Then it will start pulling from the top of the queue again. The next stream starts the following day, and the queue is still going. I mean, it could if I didn't shut it off. We'll keep going. All right, so that is what we're gonna do. That is what we are going to do. Okay. All right, so let's do this. We're gonna create all new events. This is going to be called let's just call it the redemption processor. Redemption processor. Yep. Simple enough. So with this redemption processor, it is just going to be constantly running. So parallel process, redemption arc, could be the redemption arc. I mean, might as well. Redemption arc. Wireless caller. What did it say that number was? Oh, that was very close to my number. I was like, who the freak is spoofing my number to call me to my number? Seems like a bad tactic. We'll just let it go to voicemail. Plus, it's 9 o'clock. Who the freak is calling me at 9 o'clock? Don't you know I could be asleep at this time? Good. I could be. All right, so redemption arc. So this one is just going to be constantly checking for stuff. And so what we're going to do, they clearly saw you stream it. Clearly. Someone who knows that I'm streaming, and they're like, I need to talk to you right now. Okay, so then basically, actually, no. This doesn't have to be constantly running. You should only be running if variable 39 Twitch reward is greater than or equal to 1. So as long as something has been redeemed, do this thing. Well, never mind. Constantly be running. Constantly. The reason being, and maybe this is dumb to do this, but the reason being is that when people type messages in chat, I'm having it set it to a negative variable. I know why I did it. Does it make sense to do it? Not really. But basically, the reason why I did it this way. Where are you? Where would you be? Where would you be? There we go. Yes. So this is only running, though, if you're on the level up screen. But it is if you type in the vote 1, vote 2, vote 3, it is setting the variable to be a negative. So because I figured anything that was a positive integer would be spells, anything that was a negative integer would be messages. Figured to be, leaving it wide open. Yeah. We'll just leave it like this. So, doesn't matter what it is, run it in parallel. And then basically what we're going to do, we're going to say conditional branch. If the variable Twitch reward is greater than or equal to 1. Actually, no. Hold up. No, I can't do. Okay. All right, so maybe what we need to do is we just need to say, all right, the number of spells is set. We will never have more than, how many spells do we currently have? 30, 20? We currently have 24 spells. I feel like 24 should be enough. Yeah? Maybe we say 50. No, 50 is too many. 30? I don't know, is 24 enough spells? I feel like 24 is enough spells. All right, 24 is enough spells. We're going with 24. 24 is good. That is the maximum number of spells we're going to have. 25. We'll go 25. 25 is the maximum number spell. So, right here, if Twitch reward is greater than or equal to 1, turn this page on. Fantastic. Then, in here, we're just going to say additional branch. This is where we're going to have to work on the actual queue. Just so that we have a lot of overhead. Because I don't know how... Like, who knows? Maybe in 6 months, we'll be to the point where we are a very popular stream. Maybe. And so we may need to be taking into account if we have a ton of people redeeming things. We want to have a very large queue. So we're going to have a queue of 100. 100 should be the queue. Yes. Eduardo, welcome. Greetings. Glad you're here. Welcome. How's your day going? How was Brazil this time of day? Ooh, hey, he's gone. See, this is what we're working on to fix right now. Is the queue. Already level 7. Holy crap! That is crazy. Yeah, see, this is the problem we're working on. Is getting the queue working so that we can actually not waste spells. That is my bad. Okay, good. It is actually starting to. Whew, thought it was really broken. Doing well. What about you? I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. We're actually kind of taking a short pause from Tomb of Vercilius, and we are working on the Monster Fighter game. So we are making it better. We are getting there. But, you're running the old version. We currently have a newer version that I'm working on, and hopefully it should work better. We're getting the queue set up. It should be good to go. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Actually, I've got a good idea. Oh my gosh. Wardo. You are just hanking this freaking toxic toad. He's almost gone. Let's see. I'd say higher than that. We probably got close yesterday. Wait, higher than what? Gotta edge him. Gotta edge him at that one. It's that one left. You can feel it. Right there. Right there. Okay. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Yeah. So, here's a fun thing you can do with RPG Maker to be able to loop through things without having to actually hard code it. Because basically, here's what I was thinking I was going to have to do. I was going to have to say, if variable 101 is equal to 0. Basically saying, is the queue spot number 1. Oh, we got a mini boss coming in. Units. Who the freak is that? Is a Zombitor? Look at everybody, it's a zombie tour. Mini boss time. I think I might have to turn on double damage for the mini boss. Yeah, there we go. Double damage for 2 minutes. Yeah, so I was thinking I was going to have to do something like, something like this. I was going to have to say, so if 101 is equal to 0, then we would basically say control variables set 101 to equal whatever variable 39 is. And then I'd say control variables set the Twitch reward to equal 0. And then I basically have to go through and copy. Whoa, photogenic male. Welcome. Glad you're here. I cannot. I'm going to be first and foremost I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be frank. This will probably not be as entertaining of a stream as some random dude or some random dev. I need to ask him and see if he prefers some random dev or some. But thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And we live in a 3D world. If you know, you know. Okay, so yeah, so that's what I was thinking, is we'd have to do that, and then we'd basically have to go through and manually say if 102 is equal to 0, then set 102 to equal Twitch reward, set Twitch reward to equal 0, and we would do that again and again and again. Oh my gosh, the mini boss is already gone. Holy crap. Eduardo. I love it. I love it. Not bad at all. You've redeemed so many spells. Oh, we're heading to the Crystal Caverns. I love it. Let's see. I know some random dude gives out a whole lot of energy compared to most. He really does. He really does. It is, it's crazy. It's crazy. The level of energy he has is insane. I must have wasted like 20 dice, but worth it. Well, you're redeeming them way too fast. That's impressive. That is very impressive. That's the only part of why he's so amazing. I would agree. All right, so here's what we're going to do, though. We're not going to manually go through and set, because we want to have a queue of at least 100. We are not going to do that. Not even close. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to say, game variables dot value. So we're basically wanting to say, what variable are we wanting to check and see is this thing, right? But we do not want to set a definitive variable. So we don't want to say 101, because if we do that, we're right back in the exact same boat that we were. So what we can do, though, is we can say game variables dot value, and then you can add another game variables dot value 100, and it's going to be checking variable 100. Actually, let's see if did you break it? Oh no, is it not actually rolling the dice anymore? Oh no. You redeemed too many of them. Oh, he's dead. Okay, there we go. There we go. He just had to catch up, that's all. Queue not queuing. Well, there is no queue yet. Oh, we leveled up, everybody. All right, start typing exclamation mark, vote 1, vote 2, or vote 3. Put those votes in. Vote 1. Maybe I need to add that as well. If you type out the full vote 1, it also needs to take that into account. Vote 1. Oh, so you need to make sure there is no space between the vote and the 1. I need to take that into account so that even if you do a space, it'll still count it. Yeah, and vote as many times as you want. So basically, the way that this is working is this is upgrading our D4s, our D6s, or our D8s. And so yeah, so when we level up, we will all vote as a community to see which one we want to upgrade. So if you want to upgrade the D, right now it looks like the D4 is the most powerful dice of them all. So if we want to do the D4, do the D4. Let's see. Oh, I can make yours count, though. I can make yours count. We come in here, and I will just click on there. There we go. That vote's for you. Min-max time. Exactly. You got a min-max. It's gonna work out. Oh my gosh, you cast so many spells. The fact that they're still going is just hilarious to me. Okay, they finally made it through. After like a minute and a half. Not bad. Okay, so game variables dot value, and then game variables dot value 100. Wait, I think I need to do this. Crap. Let me just check it here. I know that I have it set in here, and I just need to make sure that I'm doing it right. I can never remember exactly how I did it, and it kind of irks me that I can't ever. Okay, that's what it is. All right, copy that. Here we go, back over here. So yeah, so basically, so you do game variables dot value, and then you can set an initial number. So we would do variable 101. That's where we're starting. 101 plus. Yeah. And then game variables. Okay. All right. Now we actually just need to set a variable. Let's come over here. We're gonna set variable. Let's see. Dice to roll. How am I gonna do this? I had it in my head, and now I'm like, wait. Which one was it? Let's see. The queue is still going on. Make a game, they said. It will be fun, they said. It's true. They all say that. I'm working on the totally not Game Boy game right now. Yes, I am. So I am. Yeah. So we've got. So we got the game over there right now. So that is the current version that we have. So that's I guess version. I don't know. 1.0, I suppose. Like it works technically. It's just a little buggy. And yeah, so we are working on version 2.0 right now, which is going to introduce some good features like a attack queue, so that you know, it doesn't matter how many spells you cast, there will actually be a queue that'll take into account, and so you're never actually losing spell. So there'll be that. That'll be a good time. Let's see. Also, OMG, you merge YouTube and Twitch chat on your screen chat. I do. Yeah. I want to make sure that no one feels like they are left out. Just noticed. It's been there always. How many points do you have, Eduardo? That's true. How many points do you have? Damn, dealing 8 damage already. Just says, the monster has been dead for 20 years. Some say if you listen closely at night, you can still hear the spells being cast. It's true. That is true. JK, welcome. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Sit on down. I had 1.1k in total. Had. Yes, very much so had. I have the spells very cheap to cast right now, but Eduardo casts a lot. Casts a lot of spells, so goes through a lot of them. The name of the console should be Moon Boy Emulator. We could do that. Call it the Moon Boy. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to call it. The other problem is, and I guess I kind of was going over this before you joined. So the other problem is that I'm kind of thinking about, we're going to redo the UI again. As much as I absolutely love this scene that I've created, I did spend a decent amount of time on it, especially making the game, bruh. Like, I absolutely love that game. But I am going to be switching it up, most likely. So the next Twitch layout that I think I'm going to be going with is something more like this. Just because there's a couple reasons. Like I said, I absolutely love the what I've got here. I love the game, bruh. I love the scene. There's just so much wasted space. So basically the idea is we were going to have the main screen be here. So this will be like my actual monitor that I'm showing. And then this will be replacing the game, bruh. So it'll be, and I know it's not as whimsical and exciting as the game, bruh, but it will allow for, I think when I calculated it was like 81% larger, like an 81% larger screen. So you'll be able to see things better. And then it will also allow for showing the stats. So I'm hoping to have like an actual battle log to show how much people have done. Constantly have the player's level and experience on the screen. I don't know why I called it experience. It will also have a place to show where the dice plus ones are currently at, where we currently are, the decaying forest, whatever the name may be, and then the progress in there. And then there will be also things, we'll have a spot for Twitch chat, and then things like, the top donators, the top gifters, and all that fun stuff. So that is the plan, is to eventually get that up and going. And so the whole reason why I'm reworking the actual game itself. So if I come over to here, the reason why I'm reworking it is because, look at here, I'm making it be very long. I'm changing the aspect ratio, so it's a very long application. And that is because I'm just going to be able to have it sit at the bottom, and it'll show all the stuff. So you'll have the actual battle window here, and then you'll have all of the, battle log and the experience. I don't know why I keep saying experience. The experience, the dice, the progress, all that fun stuff. So, yes. Anyway, let's see. You should save these UIs for a future project. I have actually been maybe thinking about, so I still have some of the old UIs. It's like if I go over, let's see, I'm just going to do cut. So if I come over here to main new, I still have this old chat, the old layout where it was just, chat, the little things, all this. So I do still have like the old scenes, that I can, I can switch back and forth between. So I'm probably not going to get rid of them. It's just going to get placed. So I don't know. And I may just use different scenes depending on what stream, because maybe I'll like do different stream themes each night. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Monster says, what pixel size is the game, bruh? So the current game, bruh, is, let me go over to, where are we there? I guess I can go check over here. We do open and we go to, it's actually, okay, let's go to the new layout and we'll also pull up the current layout right here. So the current one is sitting at 280 by 230 is what we currently are. So that's what you see right now. The 280 by 230. And it will be switched to 378 by 358. So a little bit bigger, just a little bit. About I think it's like whatever that'd be, like 100-ish pixels larger. So Let's see. You should save the UIs. Battle log should be longer. I did think about that. I don't know. Like, we could make it longer. The problem is, like, there's so much I want to show on the screen, and there's so little real estate. So, I don't know. Lovely stuff. The Game Bruh Advance SP exists. Long boy. It is a long boy. In my opinion, I believe that last donator / follower / sub may not be as viable for space maximization. That is true. I don't know. I like the idea of, like, I don't know, being like, thank you for the donations, thank you for the gifts. So I do want a space like that, but I could always switch it up. You know, we could figure that out. Who's the cool cat in the window? Dorito. Dormitory the cat. Autocorrect moment. Wait, it's not actually called Dorito? I named him Dorito. Let's see, like 30% increase in width and height. Well, that's true, but I think I was taking into account the the resolution squared. I think is like an 80% increase. Maybe it's not. I probably did it incorrectly because I'm horrible at math. That's what I'll call it from now. I agree. Dormitory of the cat. Maybe make it switch back and forth. I'm finally alive for this. Blobtic, welcome. Glad you're here. A 3-in-1 thing for a follower sub. We could maybe do that as well. Yeah, switching back and forth between them. No, I just had autocorrect replace Dorito with Dormitory. Oh, Dormitory of the cat. Dormitory. Got it. That makes more sense. Okay, so here we go. So here's what we actually need to do here. Yeah, okay. So what was I planning on? I was going to be doing if we need to keep track of the queue. How many are in the queue? Time for redeem spree whilst it's affordable. It's going to be affordable for a while, I promise. I do want to keep it low so that people feel like they can actually play the game without being like, I'm spending all of my channel points. Ugh. The question is, how was I going to do this, though? We're going to say game variables 101 plus, because we don't need the times 4 over here. Plus that variable. That's you if you are greater than 0. You should make a 1% chance of us fighting Dormitory as an Easter egg. I could do that. What a huge amount of channel points. I know. Freaking. Okay, alright, so we got both photogenic male. Oh, and Blobtic. Okay, alright, so we got more people going. Points all gone. It happens. It is very behind, because it's like still redeeming. Because here's the thing. The messages last for, I believe, 3 seconds from the time they're fading in to the point they're fading out. Yeah, it does weird things. Points all gone, you say? I mean, I suppose we could refund some points. We could do that. Who is Dormitory? Oh, yeah, the cat. For anyone who didn't, for anyone who hasn't realized, whoop, there's a cat in the window. Yeah, so thanks for the refund. Now we're gonna make some progress. Okay, in my head this is making sense, but now I'm trying to like think of how I can actually make this make sense. When would we adjust this variable? The idea is we want to check okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to say control variables. We're going to set a variable. Let's see, what variable is it going to be? We're going to do variable. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to do this one. So Q number. The Q number is going to be equal to 0. And then here's what we're going to do. So we're going to say if game variables 101 plus game variable 14 is greater than or equal to 0. So that will be if 101 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, that's not what I meant. Go. And his name is Dormitory. It is now, apparently. Yeah, now I'm very confused. Is it Dormitory or is it Dorito? Because I thought it was Dorito. So which one was the autocorrect? Was Dormitory the autocorrect or was Dorito the autocorrect? Dormitory the cat. Okay, all right, Dormitory. Also, you should make a 1d4, but every time it has a 33% chance of selecting.
And his name is John Cena.
His name is John Cena. A 33% chance of selecting a random element. So that would make it fair when it comes to elemental classes. So I am going to be adding that eventually as well. Yeah, making the different weaknesses and strengths of the dice. Same for every other dice. 100%. We are having too much fun with Slaughter. Dormitory the cat. That's true. You guys are just completely destroying these guys. It was Dorito. Dormitory was the auto. Dormitory, okay. Well, we're going with Dorito. He's Dorito. All right, how about this? How about this? Let's come over here. And let's just say, hey, kitty. Freak, are you? There you are. Hey, Dorito. Cat. What would you like to be named? I want to be named Doritos. All right, there we go. You heard it here. You heard it here first. He would like to be called Doritos. So, your name is now Doritos. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Whoop. Oh, don't get yourself turned around right there. Okay, there we go. Doritos it is. Oh, man. Dormitory was the autocorrect. In 30 minutes, Axel. So his name now is Dorito Dormitory Diddy the Cat. His nickname is Dormitory. I can't with you guys. I can't with you. A huge amount of channel points. Dormritos the cat. There we go. Jesse's got a good idea. Dormrito. You do that. Okay, so we're going to set that to that, and then we're going to loop here. So, if variable 101 plus variable 14, which should be a 0, so if variable 101 is greater than or equal to 0. No. If you are equal to 0, then what you're going to do is we're going to say 101 is going to equal the Twitch reward. Twitch reward is going to equal 0, and we are then going to break the loop. Fantastic. Else, if it is not equal to 0, which means that something is already in that queue position, then what we're going to do is we're going to say add 1 to the queue number, and then it will loop back through, and it'll check the next variable, and the next, 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 and it's going to be fantastic. I hope. So, yeah. Okay. Now, let us do this here. See. This is the actual redemption arc, as we have said. JK says, I didn't see when you were explaining the game, so I'm guessing it runs in local on your PC, but how does it get info from donos and such? That is a great question, and I will explain it very briefly, because a lot of it even still goes over my head. So basically, what is happening right now? I just want to make sure I don't think I have anything to
dominating.
I don't think that should be an issue. I think we should be fine. Also, thank you for the random sound. Yeah, so basically I have a couple PowerShell windows. So this one right here, this is the one that's actually listening for anything and everything Twitch. So as you can see right here, it just says that Eduardo says, same goes for your XY chromosome haver. What? Let's see. Photogenic Male says, I don't think we have anything too dominating. Or should I say, Dominate. I can't say it. I can't do it. My throat is too dry to do anything that crazy. Anyway, so it is keeping track of anything and everything that is running through the chat on my channel and putting it in here. So that is point redemptions. That is, yeah, anything and everything is going through here. Just all sorts of craziness. Lots of logged stuff there. And then that is basically taking that and feeding it into RPG Maker. And so I then have, if we come over to, which one would it be? Oh, we got to go over here. We got to go C drive, users, username over here. Pull this up. So then we have this script right here that's running all of this stuff right here. So mostly all of this stuff you can just completely ignore. But right here, nope, right here is where it starts all the stuff. So you've got the fire spells right here. So basically this is just listing for the event. If the reward comes through that equals cast Ember Spark 1d4, then it will basically just say, hey, broadcast to RPG Maker to set variable 39 to equal 1. That's all it does. It sets the variable to equal 1. Same with this, if you do the cast Kindle Flame, it sets it to equal 2, equal 3, equal 4, equal 5. And it just, you know, we'll set a specific variable to that amount. Same thing with down here with the chat commands. So if you type in vote 1 with the quotation marks, then it will set it to equal -1, -2, -3, so on and so forth. All that fun stuff. Yeah, so that is what's going on there. That is how it's communicating with RPG Maker itself. Yeah. Let's see. Why did it censor Trash Cat? I don't know. I see Trash Cat. You guys not see Trash Cat? Wait, where did it censor it? Like on the chat up here? Somewhere else. Same goes to you. Wait. That's bonkers. Same goes to you. I don't think I'm dominating. Let's see. How do you know I have 2 chromosomes? Dominant. It's true. I tried, but it didn't work out. See, Blobtick started a new game. It went well. It's going well. I've managed to work on it for more than 1 week. That is absolutely fantastic. Congratulations. Also working on mods because one project isn't enough. That is true. Apparently one project is never enough. Let's see. Amazing. Let's localize it. But does it work? What is this clip? Yeah. All right. Hey, holy smokes. All right. Okay. All right. Getting back to it. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. Okay. So, yeah, so that's how that works. Just feeds in a variable, and then with that variable, he ain't dominating. No, I really am not. Oh, we do have a mini boss. That is a good old Medusa. 400 HP, actually, it's not too bad at all. All right. So, yes, so it feeds that in. So the Twitch reward, if it is greater than or equal to 1, that means that something has been redeemed. We then come in here and we set the queue number to equal 0. And then we will just run through, and this just cycles through, and it checks every single variable going up, 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 and up. Yeah, couldn't be too bad. Could not be too bad. Let's come in here, though. So, let's see. Dice roll. Oh, actually, no. We need to set you back to 39. Oh, 39. Then set that to just off. Or just set that to action button. Is anything else using the Twitch integration? Want to make sure. Or make sure. Spell used. Damage. Okay, alright, cool. Sweet. So let's come over here then. So fire spell 1. Actually copy that X and Y. Let's actually just copy that whole thing. And then we will set you to action. So, new one down here. Let's grab just you. So delete all the rest of that. Get rid of the else. Cut that. Paste that there. If you release, do that. Okay. Switch reward equals a random number between 1 and, I don't know, 50. Sure. 1 and 50. Cool. I think there is a balancing problem. Why did 1d6? Why deal 1d6 when you can deal 2d4 for the same price? There definitely is some balancing issues that we're going to need to address. I just kind of set the prices. So now you have to figure out which one's going to be the best. Definitely balancing, though. Definitely balancing stuff that's happening. How much currency do you have? We broke the queue. No! That was the queue broken. Oh, wait. Looks like it's doing damage again. I think. D6 can upgrade faster with levels, I think. Oh, true. True. We can upgrade the D6s as well. D4 is still the best option. More affordable. Let's see. Two 1d4s cost half of what one 2d4 costs. And it's already a d4 plus 4 flat damage. That is true. It is doing a +4 on the d4s. Out of points again. 1d4 is more cost effective. Let's see. No, I'm not loading. All Q is broken. No. I think it might just be, it does need to catch up every now and then. There we go. All right. Yeah. Working. Just takes a little bit of time. Takes a little bit of time. You're redeeming way too many. That's all. Eventually we'll get that fixed. Okay, so let me just double check in here now really quick. Okay, so if we check down over to 101. So that is currently equal to 0. I know you can't see it, but yeah, 0. Okay, so then if we close that, and if we click on this, why didn't that work? Cannot be stopped. Really can't be. You really cannot be. Jeez. So many channel points. I love it. What does 101 mean? So 101 is the variable number that we're going to be working with. I don't know why it didn't. Oh! So I didn't set it to actually function. That's my bad. That's my bad. Okay, so we come in here and we go to variable 101. Go. It's currently equal to 0. So then if we come in here and we click this button, it is now equal to 27. It's fantastic. But since it's equal to something, we should then be able to click this button again. Now it's equal to 14. Crap. 19. 5. Okay. That is not working as we were hoping. So that's the queue number to equal 0. So if game variables.value 101 plus whatever 14 is, if it is equal to 0. Oh! That would do it. Okay, that is my bad. Okay, so that's 101 and 39. Oh, excuse me. So we need to change this to an actual script call, not a hard-coded thing here. I don't know why. I don't. So here's what we need to do. We need to say game variables dot set value. Set value of, and this again needs to be 101. 101 plus game variables dot value 14. So it is setting that variable equal game variables dot value 39. Okay, so U to U. U to U. I think that should be right. I think. We'll see. We will see. Okay. Oh my goodness, we leveled up again already. We're just leveling up like crazy. Mini boss slain. Have you ever tried Control-Alt-Shift-E? I feel like I have, but now I'm worried too. Unfortunately, I must sleep. No worries, Photogenic Male. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you had a good time, and hopefully we'll see you on another stream. You must not. Vote 1. Vote 1. We'll try catching a stream sometime else. Yeah, no worries at all. No worries at all. Yeah, the next stream will be on Thursday, same time, so 8:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you would like to join, 100%, I guess you're invited. I guess you're invited to the stream. Vote 1, guys. Vote 1. Getting a couple votes. And again, remember, you can vote as many times as you would like. Just make sure you vote. It's exclamation mark vote 1, all one word. Don't put a space. I need to fix that. Oh, it is very broken. It is still very broken. I need to make it so it doesn't do that. It will with update version 2.0. Control-Alt-Shift-P opens PowerPoint. Well, I don't have PowerPoint, so I feel like it probably wouldn't. Control-Alt-Shift-P. Yeah, it doesn't know what to do with that. Evil. Okay, here we go. Coming over here, let's go back to variable 101. Currently equals 0. If I click this, game variables is not defined. Hey, what did I do? What did I do? Game variables dot set value 101. Oh, yeah, that would do it. Okay, there we go. Cool. I mean, voting's over, but you know. What are you guys doing? Anyway, okay. Let's go check variable 101. Variable 101 is currently equal to 0. If we click on that, it's now equal to 25. We click on it again. Oh!
Let us have our fun.
That's fair. That's fair. You can keep typing. Sorry. You can have your fun. Nick says, my wife texted me this morning and said, you're great. I replied, no, you're great. She's been in a great mood ever since.
Says, my wife texted me this morning and said, you're great. I replied, no, you're great. She's been in a great mood ever since. I should correct her grammar more often.
I like it. The exploits must commence. So many exploits. So many exploits. Anyway, on the bright side, so if we come in here, I know you can't really see it, but look at that. Look at that. Variable 101 is equal to 25. 102 is equal to 6. And if we close that, and if I click this again, now it's variable 19, or variable 103 is equal to 19. If I click that again, now it's variable 104 is equal to 7. And if I were to just click this whole bunch of times, we open this up, you can see all these variables have values. And if we go down one page, you can see more of them have values, and more of them have values. This is creating the queue. There we go. We are now getting a dice queue in here. Fantastic. Yeah. Cool. Cool. So yeah, so this will now create a queue, and we can make the queue as large as we would like. I think probably what we're gonna do. So if we start at 101, we're just gonna call this the dice roll queue. Yeah. And we're just gonna do this all the way down. So I think starting at just a queue of 100, I feel like 100 should be more than enough.
If Moonman guesses this number right, he'll gift you a sub. By the way, how many numbers have you picked?
Let's see, tonight or in total? I can check on that. Just a second. Okay, that is the dice roll queue done. Those are all set aside for the dice roll queue. Whoop. There we go. Let's see, total number of numbers that I have picked is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're at 7 now. In total. Yeah, 7. Let's see. I'm going to guess 32. Going 32. Gosh, this water hag is... no! Dang it. Oh well. Okay. Die, water hag, die. Getting there. That is just insane what you guys have done with the D4s. I like it. I like it. Okay, so that is actually creating the queue, which is great. That is absolutely fantastic. So if I come in here and we do turn on the WebSocket again, save. Then if I come in here, I should be able to start getting a queue. If I just sit here and I'll let you guys redeem a few things. Yep, there we go. Then if I come over here and we start at 101, we should have, yep, there we go. 13, 13, 13, 13. It is logging whatever you guys have redeemed. It seems like you guys are still redeeming stuff and it is currently fighting a monster while we are gaining experience and gold. It's only slightly broken. It's only slightly broken, right? Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. All right, then if we open this back up, there we go. 13, 13, 13, 13. You guys are redeeming a lot of 13s. Is water super effective against this? So right now we don't actually have any weaknesses and strengths, unfortunately. I do want to add them eventually. I do want to add them. But yeah, right now they unfortunately do not have anything like that. But we will get them. We will get them. All right, then we come over here and we check. We now have 13, 13, 13, 13, 7, 7, 7. Beautiful. I love it when things start working. Let's turn that bridge off. Go. Guy's already dead. Jeez. Oh, man. I love it. I love it. Okay, so perfect. Now I'm broke. Poor Blobtick. Already broke. Okay. The color is for looks only.
By the way, for those who do not know, the rule to this game is, I roll my D100 on Friday. Moon Man must pick that number by the end of the Thursday stream. If he does, he's gifted a sub. If not, the number resets. The number only resets on Friday, or if he guesses it first try. The rules are still evolving.
Yeah, we're dialing it in. We're dialing it in. And one of these days, I'll actually get it right again. One of these days. Let's see. Oh! The name that I could never remember how to pronounce, so I just say Tony. Tony! Welcome. Glad you're here. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? How's life? Okay, so the queue is set up. The queue is good to go. It will actually queue up numbers, which is fantastic. That is exactly what we want. That is exactly what we need. Let's see. Got to change it? No, you don't have to change it. My thing is I see it and I'm just like, Amster Tony. We'll just go with Tony. Have a question, brother. Speak. Let me know the question. Welcome to Spell Chaos. Oh my gosh, we're already on another mini-boss. The chaos is real. How many times have you rolled the dice? Well, he rolls a new one every week. And if I get it, then he rolls another. And if not, then he just, rolls another one at the beginning of the week. But, yeah, lay it on me, Tony. Lay it on me. Probably Ambassador Tony. Maybe. Let's see. I'm a game designer. Do you prefer self-publish or regular publish? I'm trying to decide at the moment. Oh, Ambassador for... Okay, all right. So short for Ambassador. Ambassador Tony. I do like... Okay, all right. Now that I've actually seen that spell, that does make more sense. Let's see. Do I prefer self-publish or regular publish? Well, I'm currently going through the process of trying to get a Steam page up for the first time. Now, as far... When it comes to the actual, like...
Chemist Heineck just redeemed Stretch.
All right, we got to do a stretch. Yeah, if you're meaning as far as like self-publishing versus regular public, I'm assuming you're meaning paying to like get it on, like say for example, Steam or something like that. I made a sweaty tabletop game. I see a market I can join. Yeah, 100%. It'll be a board game first and video game version later. Okay. So yeah, I would say as far as simplicity goes, self-publishing, I would 100% recommend and get behind. Just because you're not going to be restricted by, well, basically anything and everything that could restrict you. You do have to kind of pick up your own slack though, so there is that can become an issue. But yeah, I would say I would be a huge fan of self-publishing just because you're not going to be hindered by what anybody else is telling you to do. Plus, once you get all of the things figured out, you're good to do, like, you can publish whatever you would like to do whenever. So that's what I would recommend. Yeah. He has a 5% chance of getting a D100 right at a 1 out of 20 chance. It's true. That's true. All right, here we go. Ready? And now stretching the other way. Oh, oof. And backwards. That was a good stretch. I like that one. That was good. That's fine. I like the work to be mine. And that's fair. Yeah, if you want it to be completely your work, I would say self-publish is probably the best way to go. Consider tabletop simulator modding. That could be fun as well. Can you sell on tabletop simulator? Considering modding,
Another set to the rules I forgot to add. After 10 guesses I tell him if it's higher or lower than 50, and after 5 more I tell him if it's higher or lower than 25 or 75 depending.
That's true. That's true. I do get a little bit more hints on where things are going with that. But yeah, I'm not sure about the whole tabletop simulator thing. I don't know how that one would work. I got the promo wallpapers, the cards, and did rigorous testing. I feel good about it. Very nice. Yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think that'd be fun. Oh my gosh, we already leveled up to level 10. Jeez. All right, everyone, get your votes in. Exclamation mark, vote 1, vote 2, or vote 3. Make sure not to add a space in between the vote and the number, because that doesn't work. Thank you guys for the info. Of course, yeah, of course. I don't know. I almost feel like it wasn't as helpful as we could have been, but hopefully it was helpful, at least a little bit. We're getting all sorts of votes on the D4. I like it. I'll show you soon. I'm proud of the work. I'm excited to see it. Yeah, definitely add it to the Discord. I would absolutely love to see what you got going on there. Okay, next up, I'll join the Discord then. Oh yeah, that's true. You don't have to. You absolutely don't have to. But we do have a creator corner over in there. So if you ever, feel so inclined, we do have this creator corner, right? We got community projects and then creator corner. So yeah, so if you ever want to share, we got people sharing screenshots of cross stitching, different art, videos, things they're working on. So yeah, so if you do feel so inclined to add your work into there, we'd love to see it. I know I would. Okay, it is still counting down. I was like, that feels like a really long time to be voting. How many guesses do you get per week? So it's usually once per hour on the stream. So about 4 to 5-ish guesses per stream. About 15 guesses total for the week. Also, you can make an art channel for monsters so you don't get sued by Final Fantasy. Yeah, I mean, I do kind of wonder. Like, if you're not making money from something, which I'm not, like, I'm not selling this product, I am kind of like, is it technically copyright infringement? I don't know. Who knows? With my game, I expect Pokemon to hunt my booty. Oh, so it's something kind of like that. I feel like, to be fair, anything that Nintendo has their hands in, I feel like they go after really hard. I'd love to cooperate with art. I mean, better not play it with big companies. That is true. That is true. Yeah. It's just, I love the art. Like, it's so, I feel like it draws that fine line between being cartoony, but also like, I don't know. Like, I cannot think of like the best way to describe it. But I love the art of Mystic Quest. Like Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, absolutely love it. They have more lawyers than friends. They have a ton of lawyers. And I have zero lawyers. So if something really bad happened, wouldn't be good. Wouldn't be good. I mean, worst case scenario, they would probably send like a cease and desist. They'd be like, hey, stop using our art in your stream. I'd be like, okay. We autism people like Pokemon a bit too much, I think.
On the first 2 streams it's every hour, on the last it's every half hour. It's also not a flat percentage, as, if he guesses 14, he knows it's not 14, thus lowering his pool to 1 out of 99. His Vinces goes up every time he guesses wrong, even if it's minuscule.
That is true. Chances do go up every single time. Okay, so now we did actually have it be pulling from the queue. So, how are we going to do that? Pull from spell. I think for this one, we need to make sure that we don't have any kind of... we don't want any kind of conditions, because we can't set more than just a singular variable condition. And it could be anything in a huge line of, well, stuff. Make a D100 guest guide. Could do that. Just says, tired today, so going to go lay down early. See you next stream. Jesse, I appreciate you being here. Good luck. I hope that things will start picking up with the different interviews you've been having. And yeah, should be a good time. Let's see, maybe there's a way to generate sprites with AI or something. I have thought about maybe doing that as well, just because it's like a little side project. You know, I try to use AI extremely sparingly, especially when it comes to like my my more creative projects. But as is just like a side project, I feel like I could maybe be a little bit more justified. Yeah, we'll see. I also have tons of assets that I could be using in the game. This was just like the first thing that came to mind when I was like, what am I going to use to actually, you know, put on the screen? And for some reason, like, this is what, you know, came to mind. AI time, hell yes. I can just make like these horrible
I
abominations.
also lower his pool at 10 and 15 guesses, so if he's lucky and guesses a lot of 1 to 49, and I say it's lower at 50, he could make it 1 out of 25, but if he's unlucky and only picks numbers over 50, then he has a flat 1 out of 49 until he guesses next.
It's true. Eduardo said, you should make an AI dungeon crawler and everything in the game is AI generated. Maybe. Maybe. Do you want there to be do you want to have balanced costs? I do eventually, yeah. And I'll need to go through and balance it all. Not only the actual points that it costs to redeem spells, but also the balancing between, you know, the health the monsters have, and all that fun stuff. The experience that it costs to actually level up. There is a ton of balancing I'm gonna have to do with this game. But no, maybe you will do it. I could see myself doing it. I actually thought about making some kind of like text-based dungeon crawler where there would be like an image on the screen, so you'd have like a general vibe of what like you're looking at, but for the most part it'd be like a text-based thing. Never actually finished it, but I had started something. Lobtic says, I could probably help. I would say I'm quite good at balancing. That's what happens when you play competitive Pokemon. That is fair. Yeah, I feel like once we get to that point, I would absolutely love some
pure
help.
luck. No amount of skill can help him, and the dice doesn't remember what the dice did last time. I could roll the same number.
That's true. You could roll the same number 3 times in a row. I don't know why sometimes it cuts those off. I do not understand at all. Including his guesses, he gets a 50% chance at 10 guesses and 75% chance of getting it right. Let me know how you like the promo stuff. Ooh, yes. Let's go take a look at that really quick. Ooh. Monster Village. Magical Blasts. I love it. That is super cool. That is very nice. Very nice stuff. Yeah, absolutely love it. These will be free. I mean, I'd like, you know, I would want to see the project itself, but I mean, I would pick up something like this and be like, I'd play that. I'd buy it. Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely fantastic stuff. I love it. You've got some good stuff there. Lovely stuff. Yeah, 100%. How many guesses do you get after the 15th? I mean, I think it's just as many guesses as I can take, depending on how long I'm streaming. Okay, so what was I going to do here? All right, I'm going to focus for a little bit. Just so I can see if I can figure out, because now I need to actually pull from the queue. Okay. Let's see. Let us see. If we say conditional branch. So we are only really checking the first one ever. Right? No, I don't think that's right. Speaking of AI, I tried to work with an artist. It was frustrating. Yeah, that's where I kind of go back and forth. Like, I would say going with an artist is probably going to be better more often than not. As far as like getting a finished product all locked in and good to go. But AI definitely helps you get like a good footing. It's also, I feel like, a great way if you're going to be working with an artist. Create some AI concepts, go to the artist and be like, hey, I would like something like this. It'll help you be able to like actually show your vision a little bit better. And then, you know, they can take it from there and make it look not as AI. Let's see. Blobtick says, anyway, I'm gonna work on some modding and lurking. Would work on game, but on my laptop. No worries at all, Blobtick. No worries at all.
Chemist Nick says, meow. Meow 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 meow.
Why does it go back and forth between so many different ways of saying meow? That makes absolutely no sense to me. There we go. Yep, we've got the next short. Gosh, never apologizing for starting this. Oh boy, was spitting. He really was. Let's see. Send a Discord. Oh wait. I've been watching while doing pixel art. I made something random. Then thought you should probably add effects per spell type. Ooh, that's true. I do need to add effects per spell type. Sent it in Discord, and we gotta check the memes. All right. Here we go. Back to Discord. Let's see. I'm assuming art. Ooh. You made that just while bored? Gosh. That's beautiful. Yeah, I would absolutely love to eventually create art for each spell type. And if you really want to, you could always start with AI-generated assets and then tweak them through. Which I feel like anytime I have used AI for anything like that, I usually will go in and then either redraw or whatever it is that I need to do. Just to make things faster. Yeah, 100%. What do we got here? Twitch TTS for no reason. All right. Here we go. Desktop body.
What?
That's disappearing guy. That's just what he does.
I see.
But first, let's welcome our special guest, here to sing the American National Anthem.
Oh boy.
Oh, say.
That is pretty accurate. That is exactly what it is. Copyrighted by a YouTube channel. Oh, that's a good point. I probably am going to get a copyright strike now.
Unknown artist says, you inspired me to make an RPG in RPG Maker XP.
Yeah, there we go. I love it. Whatever I can do to inspire, that's what I'm here for. Well, how's it going so far? If you've started. I know that sometimes when you're starting a project, you can feel like you haven't started when really you have, but you're like, I haven't done. So yeah, so is it going, do you feel like it's going well? Or are you kind of like ramping up and you're going to be starting a project? generic commentary, you're good. Maybe. Some people can be very strict with their copyright strikes. Let's see, we got the next short. Why did it do that? I copy pasted the second word only. Tip for me for placeholder creation, use cat. Good, I'm working on it right now. Very nice, very nice. Do you have like an idea of like where you're gonna want to be going with the game, or you're just kind of letting it flow? I feel like sometimes when you're making a game, you just let it flow. It just kind of happens. I feel like those are really fun. It's too lazy to add more frames since each pixel is placed by hand. That's why I was kind of surprised, because I'm like, holy crap, that is insane. What? Fair. But yeah, no, that's why I was like so surprised, because I'm like, it's obviously hand drawn, and so I'm like, that is crazy that you like did that in such a little amount of time. It's not bad at all. I have a basic story idea. Yeah, as long as you got like that very base where you're like, this is kind of where I'm going with it, and then it just kind of fills itself in as you go. It's a good way to go. I have a lot of fun with games like that. And I got that from YouTube. Glitch loves those videos. It's free advertising. Fair. Let's see. Discord told me you had reacted before you even opened Discord on stream. It's just that good. It is just that good. Okay, all right. I'm gonna dial in and focus. Let's even just a single second can be copyrighted, and it's automated most of the time, so it's up to the algorithm. That's true. The copyright stuff has gotten ridiculous. It's insane. Stream delay go brr. It really does. All right, so how are we gonna do this? All right, here we go. Because basically I need to be able to check. I need to check literally 100 variables to see if it has anything in them. Yeah. Got you copyrighted. I'm sorry. No. I'm sure you're fine. If nothing else, I can have it clip out the like 30 seconds. So wouldn't be the end of the word. End of the world. Or the end of the word. Would not be the end of the word. No, it go. It really does go. Gosh, how are we gonna do this? It's like I figured out how to add to the queue. How are we gonna remove? Because I could just, if there is something in the first queue spot. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say, if you are greater than 0. Greater than or equal to 1. So if that variable is greater than or equal to 1,
It go ra 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 ra.
Turn on switch. Hold from queue. Sure. New. This is if pulled from queue is on. This is going to be the actual spell casting stuff. That is what that is actually going to be. So this is actually adding to the queue. This is then pulling from the queue. Yeah. So this will always go through and add to the newest spot possible. And then what we need to do is we then need to say, when we pull from the queue, when pulled from queue is on. Now we need to have I think we just need to go in reverse now. Basically this, but in reverse. I think so. I think so. Okay, so then new event. This is going to be if pull from queue is on. No, we can't use that. Can't use pull from queue. Well, yeah, we can't do that. We'll turn on a different switch. This is going to be move up queue. Parallel process if move up queue is up. So it's going to turn on pulled from queue, and it's going to turn on move up. Okay. The general idea is going to be this is going to be where we put the amount of queue items we have. There's a lot of stone grip going on there. Ooh, here comes the mini boss. Mini boss incoming. What do we got this time? We've got ourselves a. It's a Jin. Boom. It's then working in reverse. So we set it to 100. And then what we can do. Oh my goodness! What? Monster! $5! Okay, I don't have anything to actually pop up on the screen for YouTube because, I don't know, YouTube doesn't really do that, but everybody, freaking, oh my gosh. Freaking look at this. Look at this. $5 donation. Monster. That deserves not only just a salute, but that will also get you 3 2d4s. Absolutely. Everybody ready for this? Let's pull this up really quick for Monster. Here we go. Whoop. All right, so you want 3 2d4s. Let's go with a 2d4 right here. See what happens. Oh wait. Ah. We've got too many redemptions going through. All right, here we go. Ooh, got 6 damage. We got ourselves 5 damage. We got ourselves 5 damage, and then 1 more just for good measure. 4 damage, plus all the plus damage numbers that we have. Well, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Thank you. That was extremely unexpected. So thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, definitely deserving of those 2d4s. Why Stone Grip? The D4s get an extra boost because it's faster. I can just tap in one spot on the screen. That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, if you can just tap in one spot, a lot faster. Okay. So working in reverse then. So yeah, so queue number. So we currently have 100 variables that are here for the queue. So we'll just say I don't think we need to take into consideration. Yeah. No. Here's what we're gonna do. Queue number, is that a different one? 14. Okay, so we need a different queue number. Queue number, moving queue. Sure. Set that to be 100. Okay, so then basically what we're gonna say is additional branch. Queue number is greater than 0. Yeah, or greater than 0. We're gonna say game variables dot set value 101. Okay, so we need to say game variables dot set value 101 plus 13 to equal game variables 101 plus 13 minus. I think that's where that would need to be. 13 minus 1. Yeah.
Blobtic says, Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
We should get a group channel point for a super ultimate move for like 4D100S or something.
That would be kind of cool. We could do something like that. Okay, so then Q number, we're going to say -1 from 13. Okay. That's if 12 is on. So I think what we can do here I think what we can do here is if we come in and say, let's see, F9, so we're going to say variable, let's just say variable 111 is going to be equal to 1. I know you can't see because it's off the screen, but there we go. Setting variable 111 to equal 1. There we go. It's equal to 1. I come back in here, it's still equal to 1. Then if we come up here and if we turn on move up Q, this should loop to the point where it moves everything up. Yeah. Should. I think. I don't know. Oh, and then at the end of the loop, we actually do need to come in here and say control switches turn off, move up Q. Okay, so actually, let's refresh that. Let's come in here, refresh this. All right. So, I'm gonna say variable 121 is going to be equal to 1. Let's turn on switch, move up Q. So 121. If we turn this on, and if we close that, ooh, missing parenthesis. That's cool. I believe it'd be in here. Got 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. There we go. Fixed it. Monster says, ow, meow, 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 meow. Hire me. My rates start at 1D 100 per day. Not a bad rate. It's not a bad rate. You had to catch your breath. Really did. Gotta catch some breath. Okay. All right, here we go. Back with the testing. Not that one. We're gonna go here. Say variable 121 is gonna be equal to 1. Come over here. Whoa.
Blobtic says, meow 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 mew meow 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 meow
How long is this gonna be going
meow
for?
meow 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 mew meow 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 mew meow 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 meow.
There we go. Jeez. Oh man, Chill Imp, welcome. Glad you're here. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Let's see. Axel says, pick a number. Let's see. We're gonna do.
Unknown artist says, I am really proud of my battle sprites. I posted them on your Discord if you're interested.
Definitely have to take a look.
I ran out into the street with these flesh-eating weasels all over my face, waving my arms all around and just running like a constipated wiener dog, and as luck would have it, that's exactly when I ran into the girl of my dreams. Her name was Zelda. She was a calligraphy enthusiast with a slight overbite and hair the color of strained peaches. I'll never forget the very first thing she said to me. She said, "Hey, you've got weasels on your face."
Love it. My number is going to be 61. 61. Come on. Lucky number 61. Check out the Discord. Ooh. All right. I like it. I like it. That's very nice. Wookie. I love him. I love him. Fantastic stuff. Like, I look at other people's work and I'm just like, what am I doing when I even try to do my own pixel art? It's so bad. I love it though. That is fantastic. Is the text-to-speech sub only? It says something went wrong for me all the time. Ooh. Shouldn't be. You should be able to do the text-to-speech with the channel. Huh. Weird that it's not working. Let's see. At least it's better than mine.
Chill_imp says, my sprinkler goes like this.
I think you got it working.
Comes back like.
Yep, definitely working. Unknown Artist says, I'm also usually really bad at pixel art. No. I am the one that's bad at pixel art. Everybody else is fantastic. Monster22 says, pixel art is like gaming. You can start at any age, but it will always look like a 3-year-old is in control when you start. That is fair. That is fair. No, it's... Yeah, with a little bit of work. Because here's the thing. Like, you know, you've all seen the horribleness things that I've made before for the game. But then it's like, I can also go in and I can, you know, make things like this. So it's like, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes I just have to scrap it and come back later. So, you know, it all works out in the end eventually. It's not, I'm too broke for sub, and I've still made Moon become insane. Insert blood.
Chemistinic says, Rap God cover by TTS.
Here we go.
Look, I was gonna go easy on you not to hurt your feelings, but I'm only going to get this one chance. 6 minutes, 6 minutes, something's wrong, I can feel it. 6 minutes, Slim Shady, you're on. Just a feeling I've got, like something's about to happen, but I don't know what. 6 minutes, 6 minutes, if that means what I think it means, we're in trouble, big trouble, and if he is as bananas as you say, I'm not taking any chances, you are just what the doc order. Axel_Benedict just wasted his college fund to donate a whopping 1,074,674,477,248,474,672,674,473,662 bits.
It's a lot of bits, and I appreciate that.
Chemistinic says, I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. Rap god, all my people from the front to the back nod now, who thinks their arms are long enough to slap box. They said I rap like a robot, so call me rap bot.
This is going well. It's going well. Now that I know you have the OG text-to-speech, I have to lurk 24/7 to get points and showcase all the text-to-speech copy pastas. Absolutely. Absolutely. I will allow it. Okay, so here's the question. Is this not actually changing... Oh...
Chemist Nick says. But for me to rap like a computer it must.
Ooh, cut out. Cut out.
Chemist Nick says. But for me to rap like a computer it must be in my genes. I got a laptop in my back pocket, my pen'll go off when I half cock it. Got a fat knot from that rap profit, made a living and a killing off it. Ever since Bill Clinton was still in office with Monica Lewinsky feeling on his sack, I'm an MC still as honest, but as rude and as indecent as all hell syllables. Skillaholic, kill 'em all with.
Text to speech guys got it. Let's see. Monster says biggest thing is don't give yourself too big of a workload. Work on a little at a time and mash together. That is also a really great way to go about it. I mean, I guess that's true for a lot of things, but especially pixel art. Yeah, if you try and tackle too big of a project, you're not going to be happy with it, because if it's too large of a project, you're going to be like, okay, I need to get all of this thing done as quickly as possible, and then you get that thing done, but then you're like, it doesn't look good. It's like, well, yeah, because you just tried to create something way too big. Yeah, going with something small, that is the way to go. All right, so I'm going to set variable 121 to equal 2. Then let's come over here and turn this switch back on. Switch 13, I believe. Nope, not switch 13. Yeah, 12. Move up. So if I turn that on, come in here, F9, it's now off again. So, did that copy that variable up through the ranks? All right, so you're equal to 2. Then none of the others are equal to 2. Why? La, 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 la. Okay.
Thanks for the follow, Bloptic.
Bloptic! Thank you for the follow. Did you unfollow? Oh, I need to test something real quick. Oh, okay, fair. Wait, are you trying to unfollow and then follow again to see if you get more points?
Chemist Nick says. This flippity dippity heapity hip hop, you don't really wanna get into a pissin' match with this rappity brat, packing a mac in the back of the AC, backpack rap crap, yap yap. Yakety yak, and at the exact same time, I attempt these lyrical acrobat stunts while I'm practicing that I'll still be able to break a mother table over the back of a couple of, and crack it in half.
Unfollowing and then following didn't give me points. I don't think it would work that way. I don't think it would. Okay, I think that's what I was... We need to say... game variables.set value 101 plus game variables.value 13 to equal game variables.value 101 plus game variables.value 13 minus 1. What if I reload the tab? Nope. I think they probably thought of that one. Otherwise, it'd be really easy to farm channel points.
Axel _ Benedict says.
Like it. Let's see. Okay, 121 is now equal to 2. I come up over here. I just had like the biggest craving for McDonald's. I don't know why, but a McDouble with fries just sounds so good right now. Okay, so if I close that, open it back up, that is now turned off. So, come back over here. What is variable 121 looking like? 121 is equal to 2, and everything else is still equal to 0. Ugh, why? Why? Okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Okay, I know I have it set up over here in Tomb of Vercillius. So let's just copy that. Let's come over here. Let's see what the freak is going on. So game variables.set value 97 plus that.
Chemist Nick says. Only realized it was ironic. I was signed to Aftermath after the fact. How could I not blow? All I do is drop F-bombs, feel my wrath of attack rappers are having a rough time period. Here's a maxi pad, it's actually disastrously bad for the whack while I'm masterfully constructing this masterpiece. Now I'm out of mana.
Oh no, he's out of mana. It'll come back. It always comes back. So Monster, if you're still here, what got you into doing pixel art? Just a fun hobby, or was it there something you were like, I really want to be able to make this one day?
My Rofilcopter goes soy 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 soy. Chill_imp says, the lawnmower goes she area vovavoom sheria and rice burners go wow wow wow.
No, it stopped.
Chill_imp says, the lawnmower goes she area vovavoom sheria and rice burners go wow 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 ow 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 ow.
True, it's true they do. Why is he multiplying? Wait, who's multiplying? Was multiplying. This might make you completely insane. One moment. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Don't do it. Don't make me insane. I'm already crazy. I don't need to be insane too. Love it here. Glad you're having a good time here, chillin'. Ooh.
Chemistinic says, cause I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. Rap god, all my people from the front to the back nod. Back nod now, who thinks their arms are long enough to slap box. Let me show you maintaining this SH ain't that hard, everybody want the key and the secret to rap immortality like IOTA have got.
Okay. I don't know if that's going to change anything. Probably not going to. All right, so we're going to set 111 to equal 2. Let's turn on. Switch that. Off. Okay. Go to 11, equal to 2, and then nothing else.
Chemistinic says, well, to be truthful, the blueprints, simply rage and youthful exuberance, everybody loves to root for a nuisance, hit the earth like an asteroid, did nothing but shoot for the moon since, pew, MCs get taken to school with this music cause I use it as a vehicle to bust the rhyme, now I lead a new school full of students.
Turn off the cooldown. Oh, for the text to speech. It's true, there is a cooldown. Isn't it like a minute? Let's see. Manage rewards. Text to speech. Oh, it's a 1 minute cooldown. But I can turn that off. There we go. All right, it's off.
Blobtic says, meow, 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 meow.
Oh boy.
Meow, meow.
Oh boy.
Meow, 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 meow.
Is everyone ready for this? I hope everyone's ready for this.
Meow, 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 meow.
That was pretty well with the music, though.
Meow, 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 meow.
That's true. I could make a few YouTube shorts.
Meow, 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 mew, meow, 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 meow. Chemistine says, me? I'm a product of Rakim, Lakim Shabazz, Tupac, NWA, Cube, Hey Doc, Renyella, Easy, thank you. They got slim inspired enough to one day grow up, blow up and be in. Unknown artist says, the game goes makes chiptune noise. Chemistine says, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Even though I'll walk in the church and burst in a ball of flames, only Hall of Fame I'll be inducted in is the Alcohol of Fame on the wall of shame. You think it's all a game till I walk a flock of flames off a plank and tell me what in the are you thinking?
Oh my god.
Chill_imp says, oh no moon, what did you do? I'm
gonna turn the cooldown back on. We're never gonna get any work done. That is true. The amount of shorts we have produced here is legendary. Let's see. New emote just dropped. 05. What? Hold up. What? I didn't make that. Could have made it worse, by the way. I could have made it worse, but I appreciate you not making it worse. Okay. So we can get some work done. Let's see. Monster says, I was working with some friends trying to make an RPG, but it didn't get very far. Both coders quit on us. That absolutely sucks. I was doing art. Best friend was on map, and we had a coder and a coder/pixel artist. I like it. I like it. I'd say that's a pretty good reason. But yeah, definitely could make a few YouTube shorts from the most recent text-to-speech. Okay, all right. We're gonna get some work done. I promise. Here we go. Okay, so control variables. So setting 13 to equal 100.
My partner accused me of having no sense of direction. I got so angry, I packed up my stuff and right.
Oh, Axel. Okay. So sets it to 100. And then we want to loop in here. So if the Q number moving Q, which is this variable right here, if you are greater than 0, oh, check YouTube chat. Wait, which one am I checking though? What am I checking? What am I checking, Nick? They responded to everything. Okay, did I have that in the wrong spot? I think I was so distracted with the text-to-speech that I had that in the wrong spot. That should be correct. We do that. Subtract 1 from the Q moving number. And then if it's not, and if it's still greater than or equal to, okay, all right.
Chill_imp says, I wonder if it works with just characters.
That'd do. Nick says, YouTube chat. Well, I'm looking at it. What am I missing? Yeah, I read Monster's message. JK. Yeah, you can make a few YouTube shorts from the text-to-speech at least. Lamau. Answered your question, by the way. Not sure if you saw it between all the text-to-speech. What am I missing, Nick? What am I missing? Or is it something further back than that? Is it before the dono? Okay, we're going to set 111 to equal 3. Then we're going to turn on. Okay, that's turned off. 111 is equal to 3. Nope, 112 is equal to 3. What? Is it going the wrong way? So 112 is now equal. If we come up over here, turn that on. The 113 going to be equal to 3? Oh my god. It's moving him in the wrong direction. We need to go up, not down. I thought it'd be -1, but maybe it's +1? That doesn't seem right. I guess we'll see. Alright, so if we come over here, we say set variable to, we're going to say 123, set it to 1. 123 is now equal to 1. Okay, then we come up over here, turn that on. Wait, what was it? 123? Now none of them are equal. Ugh. What? We're voting. We're voting. Okay, what the freak am I doing wrong here? Game variables dot set value 101 plus game variables dot value 13. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Haven't the slightest clue of what you're doing, but it looks fun. I'm building out the dice queue for the mini game. Add me on the list, please. Absolutely, I will. Get this pulled up. There you go. There's a vote for you. Vote for the +1. But then, just to make things interesting. I'm on phone. Oh, that's true. That's true. Vote 1. Vote 1. You know, Monster, I'll also give you a few more vote 1s. There we go. Okay, so do I need to say game variables dot set value 101 plus 13 plus 1. No, -1. So we're setting variable. Yeah? Think? Oh, I don't know. This is so... I don't know why this is going over my head so much, but it is. Okay, so 112, set you to 1. Turn on this switch. Okay, so it's 112. Ugh, missing. Okay, 112, set you to 1. Okay, 112. And it just gets rid of all the values. Okay, what the crap am I doing here? Floptic says, oh dear, it's 7 a.m. Holy smokes, it is early. And or late. Have you not slept? That would be very, very early. Or very late. It's all fun and games till the D4 reaches 100 plus. That is true. Yeah, when that thing reaches 100 plus, that's going to be crazy. Definitely going to need some more balancing. Such as, I think I need to make the amount of experience required to level up be much higher. Yeah, I do need to do that.
Chemistinic says, what's happening? Something is wrong, eh?
I don't think it knows what to do with the other symbols. Let's try it again, though.
Chemistinic says, what's happening? Something is wrong, eh?
Nope, that's all it knows how to say. I've been here for at least 3 hours. True. 7 a.m. for me, too. Y'all are crazy. I appreciate you being here, though. Okay, we're gonna figure this freaking thing out. Something was wrong indeed. Something was wrong indeed. Okay, so what is happening? What is happening here? Let's see if we can figure this out. So we are wanting to set variable. We're wanting to set the next variable in the queue to what the previous queue number is, right? No. That is not right. And let me show you why it's not right. Okay, so basically, here's how I have thought that I was doing this, but here's how I actually need to do this. So we go like this. So let's say, for example, we're going to do a little bit of this, and we're going to do a little bit of this. Okay, so here is how I have been doing it.
Psi VZIHSXYDHXYDBDJDUDHSBDHZTX Psi.
Good heavens. It's only 10 p.m. where I am. That's true. Yeah, it's so let's see. It's 11 here for me. Okay, so unknown artist. So that means you are over on the West Coast then. Pretty exciting. Okay, so here's currently what I'm doing. I am currently saying, so if you had the queue, so you've got a 1, you've got a 2, you've got a 3, you've got a 4, you've got a 5. So as of right now, it is taking whatever this number is, and it should be basically just, it should literally just be going like this, taking it, putting it into some unknown freaking place. And then it basically just needs to take all of these numbers and shift them over. And then you would have a new number here, be like 6 or something like that. This is an absolutely horrible example of... Hold up. Hold up. Okay. Let's try that again. So, this is how it's working right now. Oh my.
Blobtic says, meow dot 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 meow dot.
Here's how this is working. So we're going. You got a 1, you got a 2, you got a 3, you got a 4, you've got a 5. So when it's taking from the queue, it is basically taking this first number, move that out of the place, taking all these numbers, shifting them over, and then it's taking these numbers and going like this. Raise a new one, right? I like how it gets into a groove. But what we need to do
Yo, that man's spitting fire.
Is spitting fire. Absolute fire. Okay, so yeah, so this is the queue that we have currently. And it takes this number and it's moving it out of the way. And then basically the way that it needs to work after that is it needs to take this number, move it over. 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 that is how we should do it, because then it would then go through here and it would add the next number to the queue. It's absolutely 100% what should be happening. But what I am currently doing, which I just realized, is you've got the queue, you got your 1, you got your 2.
Chemist Nick says, we're no strangers to love, you know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment. What I'm thinking of, you wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Stole Z Pauila my Wenimi no Gami. Konstantinopolitan Zarkawi Nexka. W's Chebrazis Zynik Zasbrmi W Tricini.
Did you just rickroll me with my own text to speech? Can't believe you. How dare you? Okay, we don't actually want to do that. We just want to set you to 1. Yes. Okay. So then, we will then say, then do a loop. And we're going to say, when does this loop end? So 101 plus 14 is equal to 0. Okay. That's fair. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to say if moving Q is greater than 100. Awesome. Then break the loop. Else, what we're going to do, we're going to say control variables dot set value of 101 plus so actually no, yeah. Still set you to 0. Gosh, this guy's going down. Take that, mini boss. How long do I have to wait for a text to speech? I just did a 2-minute cooldown, so that I had at least roughly, about a minute and a half of cooldown. Oh my god!
Nick says, TTS will have a stroke after the Tarkaminamari Pitam Nakiwizawi Wind Ualizawali CZ Rose and Q's Jasma One Ego Tlama Prestigitatoro, Torzi Zitali Pzain Intellectualizawana I Pretty Caricaturalizawana Literature, Anas Tepnus Filisinard Ziweset Ziwit Zizio Ziwishu Taisi Exnek, Narctorium Quila Cosmopolitan Zikawianska Sokva.
Absolute aneurysm. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let me check this really quick. Manage rewards. Come over here. Text to speech. Oh, that's lame. I was hoping I could do a cooldown limit per user, because in that way it wouldn't affect, if someone gets in there before someone else. Well, we're gonna stick with that for now, I suppose. Oh my. There we go. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So coming back over here. So we now say we want to say set game variables dot set value 101. So that is variable 101.
Throw a nickel at the man. That has no cooldown.
That's true. Bits have no cooldown. I had no clue what he was said in my own language. Well, that makes 2 of us. Let's see. Game variables dot set value. So set 101 plus 13. 13 would be that. So 101. So it'd be variable 101. Yeah.
Blobtic says.
101. Plus 13. It'll be variable 101 plus 0. So set variable 101 to equal 101 plus 13 plus 1. What do I think? It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, closing parenthesis. Okay. Now, if we come over here, we say control variable 123. Sure, we'll set you to 3. Okay. Come over here. 123 is equal to 3. Turn that on. Ugh. Unexpected token. I guess I didn't need that one. There we go.
Unknown artist says, you like a smaller pirate software.
Well, thank you. What I go for. That's what I go for. Alright, so we're gonna do 113 is gonna equal 2. 113 is equaling 2. Come over here, turn that on. 113 is equaling 2. Okay. That is still on. Okay, it is stuck in a loop. Oh! Add 1 to it. He's Buildrat software. There we go. New channel name. I am now Buildrat software. So that's what we're going for. Okay, 113 is going to equal 113 is equal to 113 is equal to 3. All right, come over here. 113 is now okay, so 112 is now equal. That does move it up 1. So does he also work for the oil? I don't know what that means. The enemies on the Moon-Tendo game, bruh, have elemental weaknesses. Not yet. They will eventually. I do want to make it so that, yeah, so basically there will be elemental monsters and they will have the weaknesses. But right now, it just all does blanket damage across the board. Let's see. Is his name Pirate Software because he's a pirate that surfs the web or because he actually pirates software? That is a great question. I'm sure he's talked about it somewhere, but as far as I know, I don't. But I'm sure he's got to have talked about it somewhere. Lazarla, welcome. Glad you're here. I found a half-eaten bag of Reese's baking chips. Sounds good. I fixed that discrepancy. Don't worry. It is now a completely empty bag of Reese's baking chips. Or is he just telling us to pirate software? I want to say that I actually have seen some kind of short or something like that of him basically saying piracy isn't theft kind of thing. Which I would kind of that. Especially with like larger like AAA publishers that try to think that buying a game isn't owning a game. And I feel like if you don't think that buying a game is owning a game, then pirating a game isn't stealing a game. What I would say. Buying isn't owning, piracy isn't theft. Exactly. 100%. It's gone, yes. And you didn't save any for me? Disappointed. Disappointed. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, monster. When it reaches 100, we have perma 2x damage on it and restart eventually. It will be so high on the multiplier, we will one-shot everything. That is true. It is going to be insanely high once we get to like the plus 100. It's going to be crazy. Absolutely insane. Also, the vote one. I am so sorry. Throw those in on the next vote for me, please. Got to go to bed. Work in the next 6 hours. Peace. Thank you for being here, Monster. I appreciate that. Also, thank you for the $5 donation. I very much so appreciate that. I'm so sorry that I didn't get your messages earlier. I feel like you've probably already gone, but I appreciate it. Thank you. I will definitely add to the +1 or the +4 on the next one. Let's see. Did you hear about the Ultra Kill dev who literally tells people to pirate his game? I have heard about that. Which, yeah, I would say, like, especially if the dev is giving you his blessing. Sorry, Moon Man. It's been there for weeks. Should have snatched it sooner. I really should have. Oh, well. Next time. I'll get him. Not any company in specific. Cough, cough. Nintendo cough. Yeah, no one specific. Absolutely no one specific. Nintendo. Stream is still playing. I heard you say this while almost asleep. My daughter won't sleep unless something is playing. Oh, I apologize. I am so sorry. I will keep the craziness to a minimum then. But thank you. I appreciate that. Get some rest. I definitely know that feeling though. I'm gonna have to be ending here probably in the next 45 minutes ish, because then I will also have work in 6 hours. Let's see. I modded my 2DS. That is a good way to go. Dang it, dude, you're making me want to start coding again. That is the reason why I'm here. I'm here to encourage people to start coding and continue coding, because it's a good time, a lot of fun. I can't keep up with this many hobbies.
Chemist Inix says, but how will it handle Greek? Xi Alpha Sigma Pi Rho Eta Kappa Iota Alpha Pi Tau Omicron Nu Lambda Iota Omicron Xi Epsilon Xi Alpha Sigma Pi Rho Tau Epsilon Rho Eta.
I would say fairly well. At least in terms of the characters themselves. It didn't sound like Greek, it sounded like he was just saying the characters, but, you know. Okay, so here's... Ooh, well... Oh, I didn't even think about that, because it's just running through the one time. Crap. So how are we gonna do that? We got loop if Q. Ooh! Good old random set. Because we've got. Because yeah, right now it's now just shifting one over. Okay, how are we actually wanting to go through this? We've got the start. We've got the start. Starts at 1. We've got the end. Ends at 100. Horribly written. The start and the end. I feel like it makes the most sense to be grabbing from here, grabbing from the next one up, and moving it down. Basically, you would take the value from this guy right here. You know, because if this is equal to 0, the next one up is equal to 2. What you want to do is, and then let's say the next one is 3 and 5.
Chemist Inix says.
How'd it go? What's your final 2 numbers? We're gonna say we're gonna say 41 and 72. 41 and 72. This is when I thought it was over. Unknown Artist says, I know that you don't use XP, but do you know how to make the black sidebars appear on the side when you full screen so it does not stretch out? Trying to think of what you're referring to. Oh, let's see. This has been a while, but I'm sure I will know what you're talking about if I were to pull it up. Pull this up. Did I create a project last time? XP. Project 1. There we go. Restart. We go full screen. How do you full screen again? Shift enter. Alt enter. Whoop. Wow, that stretched out crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oof. That was crazy. Sagely not, but as now it's over 10 numbers you've picked, it is over 50. Ooh. All right, good to know. I fear rolling 50 because 50 is neither above nor below 50. That's true. That's true. Nick says, I gotta go. Bye-bye. Thank you for being here, Nick. I appreciate it. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. See you on the next one. So when you're saying the bars, are they showing up on the sides of your project? Like on the left and the right sides? Is that what you're meaning? Let's see. The crazier, the longer she will sleep. All right, well then we will just, we'll continue being a little crazy up in here. Yeah, once I know what you're talking about, Unknown Artist, I might be able to answer the question, hopefully. Do you know how to make the black sidebars appear on the side to full screen so it doesn't stretch out? Oh, are you meaning that it's defaulting to like a 4:3 aspect ratio, but you have like a widescreen monitor, so like a 16:9, but they won't appear? Okay, all right. I gotcha. Whoop. That is terrible. Okay, all right, here we go. Gonna break a little bit of things. Go. Let me get this pulled back over. It has been so long, I do not remember. I don't think it would be anything in the script editor. Makes my pixel art look weird. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, having it stretch out is not great. I can't remember if it would be anything in here or not. So yeah, because you can't really change the resolution in here. I think something you might need to do, unfortunately, if I remember right, I think you'll have to download a script to be able to change your resolution in the game. And you'll just need to change it to like a widescreen resolution, so to a 16:9 resolution. So something like a 1280 by 720 kind of thing, or 1920 by 1080, something like that. Yes, there should be plugins online. If we were to do RPG Maker XP change resolution. Yes, was there a way to put RPG Maker XP into 16:9? I mean, if it can't be put in 16:9, I'd like to put the 4:3 resolution a bit higher. There's some scripts and the DLLs are out there. The last time I've heard about it. Short answer, yes, it's possible, and several scripts out there will do it. Long answer, it's a massive amount of work, and I highly advise against it. Oh, Resize the game resolution. Bear in mind. Okay, all right. I've got a script that already modifies 5 important scripts. Gameplay already. You can PM me. Okay. Well, I'm sure it's out there. Yeah, it has just been so long since I used XP. Maker XP. Don't stretch. Oh, there we go. Yeah, don't stretch. Resolution on full screen. Something like this. What do we got here? Quite the journey. Screen sizing material. Okay. You can name the option of the screen size module if you want. You can add or remove, change when needed. Let's see. To fix the title screen bug, you have to resize your images to 640 by 480 instead of 540 by 416. Use an RM VX Ace. Yeah, it's I do not remember, unfortunately. I am so sorry. I'm sure it's out there. I'm sure it's out there. I'm just not sure how to make it so it doesn't stretch when you full screen it. 3 ways: black bars, anchoring the map, or just increasing the camera view. There's also ratio scaling to enlarge the screen. Basically, zoom in. Looking it up on the one you want is the best choice. Yeah, there's definitely going to be options out there. 100%. Yeah, Monster is 100% correct on that. There's definitely going to be some other ways. It's just going to be a matter of, yeah, just kind of looking, seeing what people figured out. A lot of trial and error, unfortunately. There's going to be a lot of that. But I believe in you. You got this. I believe. Kind of like how I believe that we're eventually going to get this freaking thing working, and I cannot for the life of me figure out. Okay, so right now we are moving it by 1, which is great. Yeah, so basically the way that it's working is it gets rid of this number. Gets rid of this number when you apply it. It would move this thing up here. So the way we want to do it, we want to start here and basically just say, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. Here's the thing, we would have to loop through this thing like 100 times. So do we just need to say, hey, if this is 0, run the whole process. Moving everything down, move you to there, move you to there, move you to, etc., etc. And then when that's 0 again, and then do, maybe?
Unknown artist just redeemed stretch.
Everyone ready for a good stretch? Oh, I am very much ready for a good stretch. Here we go. And the other way. Oh, man. And backwards. Oh. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I moved my green screen forward a little bit because I was noticing there were some spots like down in the corners that just weren't being hidden. And then now I hit my head on it a little bit sooner than I'm used to. Okay, is there a better way to do this? Start at the beginning, work its way down. If a number is greater than 0, move it up to the start or until there is another number greater than 0, or if all are 0, stop. That's what I do. Yeah, and so like, no, you are very, very close, very spot on, I would say. So yeah, so basically, because here's the thing, is there's not a good, easy way to check all the numbers in the range, unfortunately. So basically the way that I have to do this is I can check a number that's like directly behind or in front of the numbers. And so the easiest way to probably do this is to just say, if value 1, if variable number 1 is equal to 0, take everything and shift it over 1. And it'll just go through one after another, shifting it all down. And I think what we want to do is, so if we have a 1, 2, and a 3, and then let's say this one is blank. We can't say starting here. Yeah, that's not going to work. So I think what we have to do is start from the beginning. So start here. If this is equal to 0, then you go ahead to the next spot, drag it over. And then it'll run through again. Oh, actually, that might be the best way to go about this. That might be a good way to go about it. So yeah. So we already have the thing over here. Oh, goes over. So right here. So this is already saying if this is equal to 0. We can have this exact same if statement. So then loop. Theoretically, there should never be a number greater than 0 behind another 0 unless it needs to stop, then move up number and check it. Exactly. Yeah, and that's what we want to do here with this if statement. Yeah, so what we're going to do. So if you are greater than 100, break the loop. Else, we want to have another conditional branch. And we're going to say if 101 plus game variables 13 is equal to 0. Right? If game variable 101 plus 13. This is basically saying if the variable 101 plus 0, so 101, you are equal to 0. Do that. Else, set that back to 0. If 101 is equal to 0, grab whatever is ahead, move it down, start from the beginning. And we'll say, hey, is 101 equal to 0? No, because it just grabbed from what was ahead. Then move on to the next one. Let's see. Wait, 937 subs. How many did you gain this stream? I would be surprised if anyone has subbed during this stream. I would be very surprised. Very surprised if anyone subbed during the stream. Not saying it's been a bad stream, just not exactly a sub-worthy stream, I feel like. Let's see. Live. This guy right here. Analytics. Can I see any of this right now? Yeah, so I haven't gotten any subscribers from this one now. But if we go to the analytics over here and we go, let's see, what would it be? Subscribers. Yeah, so today, no, this was from the Sunday stream. Okay, so it's not necessarily saying where I got this from. But I think I did get a handful from the previous live. So if we go to this one, we go to the analytics. Oh, this one also got 0 subscribers. Oh well. It's most of the shorts. It's most of the shorts that I get subscribers from. So let's see, did I get any subscribers from this one? 0. This one I think I got a handful. Yeah, 3 subscribers from that one. So yeah, it's probably like older. So this one I got 13. But it's definitely like older shorts that I have that are gaining the subscribers. The live, like honestly, the live streams, I love doing them, and I'm not going to stop doing them. I absolutely love doing them. The live streams are not a way for me to grow my channel, though. Like, not at all. Very rarely has it been an actual way to grow the channel, which I'm fine with. Like, I love doing them. I obviously get the most amount of work done during the live streams, so yeah, they're not usually a way for me to actually build the channel or the live streams. Pretty sure it was low 930s. Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. I think it takes up to a week to show. Well, that could also do it. Yeah, that could do it as well. Wait, what? Oh, you subscribed over on YouTube. I appreciate that. Thank you. Every little bit counts. Every individual that we have join, very much so appreciated. And honestly, like I was saying in the beginning of the stream, it's crazy to me. Like I did not ever expect to have. Like, I honestly, if I had hit like 500 subscribers this year, I would have been floored, blown away, and just, it would have been crazy. So I am kind of surprised that I'm coming up on 1,000 within 7 months, because I feel like this isn't exactly content that most people would want to subscribe to. Like, obviously, there are people out there, and I thank you, I appreciate you. Yeah, it's content that I'm like, I know it's like the extreme of extreme niches. Like, game development is already a very crazy niche to begin with. But then you get into RPG Maker development stuff, and even that is even more so of a. So, I don't know. It's fun though. It's fun. Did you start out streaming or making YouTube videos? So it started out definitely as streaming at first. I've kind of done like both hand in hand. So I first started with, oh, hey, I got 2 more. Thank you. So yeah, so if I come over here, so the live I started, so YouTube was weird. YouTube was very weird. I was not able to actually start streaming for the first 2 days, or the first day, I think it was. And so technically my first stream on YouTube was December 19th of last year, but I streamed on Twitch the day before. So if I, yeah. So December 18th, actually that's when it was public. I think my first stream on Twitch was December 17th, I'm pretty sure, of last year. Maybe it was the 18th, somewhere around there. But I was planning on just streaming to YouTube. Like, I wasn't even planning on streaming to Twitch. And then I created my account on YouTube, and I went to go start the stream, and it was like, oh, you can't stream. You have to, like, it was something like I tried streaming from my phone, and it was like, you have to have at least 50 subscribers to be able to stream from your phone. I was like, that's stupid, but okay. And so I was like, well, I guess I'm going to create a Twitch account really quick. So I created a Twitch account and streamed the first day from Twitch. And then I was like, I'll just grab the stream from then and just upload it as a video. So that's what I ended up doing. And it's still up. Still looks terrible. Still sounds terrible. Anyway, so yeah, so started out doing that at first, and then yeah, honestly I've been kind of doing it again hand in hand the whole time. So, you know, I would upload every now and then a smaller video of like things that I had done in the past streams. So just smaller cut down things. But then the shorts, I started doing the shorts like basically as soon as I possibly could. I was trying to do the shorts as soon as possible, just because I knew that shorts were like the best way to go in like just getting as many views as possible. So and like for being a brand new channel that had like 0 subscribers, you know, 582 views, 530, 505, like they're not great numbers. They're not anything crazy, but you know, to be able to get a few hundred views per video or per short, I was like, it's not bad. It's not bad. And then I had my first one that I was like, oh my gosh, I got 3,000 views. That's crazy. And then I got 7,000. And then it was back to like, you know, 300, 400, 500 around there. And I was like, oh, I guess it was just a, you know, a flash in the pan. And then I uploaded my 10.4 million D20s, and that was my first short that I was ever like, I'm going viral. I know that most YouTubers would be like, oh, 27,000 views. Good job. But I was really happy. I was so happy. I was like, this is crazy. That is probably like, honestly, this short single-handedly is probably the highest subscriber gaining short that I have, or even probably just like singular piece of content that I have on my channel. So if I go to the analytics, it gained me 102 subscribers just from that one short. I was very, very happy. Very happy. So anyway, so yeah, to answer your question, kind of been doing both, you know, trying to do a good balance of doing streams, the videos, the shorts, as much as I possibly can. So kind of at the same time. How fast did you get viewers on Twitch? Because I've been wanting to try and stream, but I haven't gotten any viewers. I'm gonna consider myself pretty lucky. It was honestly like within the first week I had 2 people watching. About a week later, 3 people. Week later, 4, 5. And you know, like we've kind of like, you know, we go up and down, obviously, that happens. But you know, it's on average, I would say probably around the 8 to 12 concurrent viewer mark on Twitch. And then YouTube, I never really know with YouTube. You know, sometimes like right now it says we've got like 10. For a little bit there, I, for some reason, jumped up to like 200 concurrent for a couple days. And then it dropped down again. So I have no idea what the freak happened there. But, yeah. Honestly, I would say the most important thing you can do, be consistent. Like don't stop because, you know, for a few streams, maybe your viewers were low. Like maybe you didn't have anyone jump in. Yeah, just be consistent. Set a schedule, stick to that schedule. And you know, and obviously, you know, you got to do a little bit of research. You got to do a little bit of digging into, you know, what tags should you use? What should you name your title? Making sure that it'll help a little bit with the algorithm, just being like, this is what I'm actually doing for it to help. But then also, the next biggest thing I would say is finding a good niche. If you are jumping into streaming video games and you are streaming Fortnite, you're streaming Minecraft, you are now up against tens of thousands of other people who are also trying to stream or create video game. And yes, there is a much larger audience there for the potential to see you, but you are also up against those thousands, if not tens of thousands of other people who are also trying to do the exact same. Now, true, a lot of them, they'll stream for a week, maybe 2 at the most, and then they'll be like, whatever, like, I give up. And then you'll be able to start slowly climbing those ranks as you consistently keep streaming. I was going to stream RPG Maker. See, and there we go. That is an absolutely fantastic niche. And you're gonna want to make sure that you want to highlight that in the title of your stream, because if there are people who are specifically looking for RPG Maker streams, there are very few of those. Very, very few. It's like if I come over here, let's see, if I go back to Twitch, we search for RPG Maker. Yeah, there's not a whole lot. So show 5 more channels. Yeah, like it is a very niche thing. So like, you know, as you can see right here, like I am doing RPG Maker stuff tonight, but like there we go. You got 7 viewers on this guy right here doing RPG Maker. And then you got 9 viewers over on our stream, and I don't know if this person is even doing RPG Maker. They're showing up anyway. So yeah, so it's like I search RPG Maker, there are like 2 streams. There's T-Morg, TTV, and there's me. There's us. So yeah, definitely finding that niche, walking into it and being like, this is what I'm doing, this is where we're going, is a really great way. Because again, the amount of potential is very low, but those people who are looking for that niche, they'll find you because you're up against 2 people, 3 people, 5 people, maybe a dozen at most. And if someone is, you know, starting to watch someone else's stream, if someone comes into my stream and they're like, this guy sucks, then they'll be like, oh, look at that, unknown artist. Let's go check out unknown artists and see what they're up to. Yeah. So anyway, there's my 2 cents. Is yeah, be consistent and find your niche. Those 2 things are going to help just make it so much easier for you to be found and to eventually, start getting to that point where you feel like, people are coming back, coming around, and enjoying the. Yeah, RPG Maker I feel like would be a really good one to stream. Let's see. Monster says, I had a Terraria stream. I had a crazy number of live viewers on YouTube. I'm just too busy to upload right now. Work's been crazy with on calls. Totally understandable. Yeah. And honestly, like if work and life gets busy, and I would say, like, obviously you want to make sure you prioritize. I had to reprioritize my streams. I was able to stream. I was streaming from like 10 in the morning until like 3 in the afternoon. It was absolutely fantastic. I was jobless at the time, but it was great. I was able to stream for like 5 hours every day on the weekdays, and it was great. Then I got a job, and I was like, I need to prioritize my job, obviously. Have to work, have to make some money. I have to leave soon. Thanks for the great stream. Thanks for being here, Unknown Artist. I appreciate it. Hopefully you have an absolutely fantastic evening. See you, hopefully, next week. All right, let's see if we can get this freaking thing working before the end of the stream. Okay, so here's what we could do. We can't be working from the back moving forward. We have to be front going back. We're picking up whatever number is in front and applying it behind us. And it's like we're doing this like grabbing and pulling mode. We're going grab spot number 2, move it to 1, 3 to 2, 4 to 3, 5 to 4, that kind of thing. So, I think what we need to do though is we need to, every time we grab a number and pull it back, we need to start back at the beginning. So if you're greater than or equal to 100, break the loop, that's fine. But then here's where we need to do this. If 101 plus variable 13 is equal to 0. We're basically saying, is the first variable equal to 0? If you are, then we need to say set 101 plus 13. So set where are you at? So number 1, set it to number 1 plus 1, spot number 2. That's basically saying grab the number 2 spot, pull it back. Yeah, we go from number 2, pull it to number 1. Really, it's just copying it to number, but pulling number 2 to number 1. Okay. Then we need to swap these. Pulls it to number 1, and then we're setting this back to equal 0. So we start again, and then we check and see, is number 1 equal to 0? Shouldn't be if it pulled something from number 2 into number 1, and if something was actually there, it shouldn't be. So then else, add 1 to it. So now it's saying, hey, is number 2 equal to 0? If it is, then go from number 2, then grab from number 3, 2, so on and so forth. Here we go. And then as soon as that's the case, jump back to number 1. Yes.
Blobtic says, "Me go now. Bye. Meow. 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 Meow."
Thank you for being here,
Meow.
Blobtic.
Meow.
I appreciate it.
Meow. Meow.
Go about your day
Meow.
now, Blobtic.
Meow.
Go about your day.
Meow. 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 Meow.
Oh, gee.
Meow. Meow.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Oh, jeez.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
All right.
Meow. Meow.
Okay.
Meow.
We're gonna set
Meow.
112 to 1,
Meow. Meow.
113 to 2,
Meow.
114
Meow.
to 3.
Meow. 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 Meow.
Unknown Artist says,
Meow.
well, now I must. Well, I now must go.
Meow.
Thanks for the advice. I will try to
Meow.
catch next stream.
Meow.
Thank you for being here. I
Meow.
appreciate that.
Meow.
Yeah, of
Meow.
course.
Meow.
Got anything else?
Meow.
Always feel free
Meow.
to mention it and
Meow.
bring it up.
Meow.
We're still meowing.
Meow. Meow.
Hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day, and we will see you hopefully on the next one. Okay, so this should switch 1, 2, and 3 to move from variable 112, 113, 114. It should move it so that 101, 102, and 103 are equal to 1, 2, 3. It should. Let's see what happens. So let's come up here to the switches. We're going to turn this one on. If we close that, open it back up, still on. Still on. Still on. Crap. Really got to go, right? Meow. I love it. Also, welcome Axiomyth Games. I don't know if you've been lurking, but welcome. Glad you're here. All right, so let's see if it has adjusted these variables at all. Still have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, cool. So we're just getting stuck in a loop. Oh, this has been an absolute nightmare. Once we get this done, we should be in a much better spot. Hopefully. This is working. $13, so then plus 1. $13 is greater than or equal to, you're greater than 100. Okay, let me just check this really quick. 13. New, you are going to be game variables dot value 13. Okay, what is this 0 going to become? So if we come in here, we say switch, turn that on. Stays at 0, huh? RPG Maker, a logic puzzle you didn't really ask for, but you got it anyway. Accurate. Accurate. Okay, so I guess that would be an issue. Right now we're saying if 101 plus 113 is equal to 0, yeah. So it's basically saying, yeah, so if you're equal to 0, then grab whatever is above, move it down. But if there is no number above, okay, I don't know. I do not understand. Are you moving values of variables? Yes. Yeah. So basically we're trying, so we have, so right now we are setting up a queue for the game, bruh. So trying to get a new version updated. That way, like, say for example, in a situation like this, if someone were to be redeeming dice, that it wouldn't actually be, that they wouldn't be wasted. That it would be putting them into a queue, and then as it's like doing the animations and stuff like that, so it would take whatever's from the top of the queue, do the animations, do the damage, dispose of that, and then grab whatever's next in the queue. So we have that working already. So right here, this is what is creating the queue. It's taking whatever is redeemed, and it throws it into a queue. Throws it at the very top, and then if the top is already filled, then it just goes down the list and down until it finally finds an open spot in the queue, puts it in there, and then does that again. So that is all correct and working. And then this is going to be, you know, the actual doing of the spells. And then this is actually, once it pulls the spell, I need to shift everything up 1. And this is what I'm trying to get working here with the loop. And I, for some reason, cannot for the life of me get this working with RPG Maker. Because yeah, it's basically, I just need to be like, hey, take whatever, you know, 99 is now 98. 98 is now 97, 97 is 96, 96, 95. But I can't do it in that order, because if you say, hey, 99 is now 98, and then if you say 98 is now 97, 97 is now technically 98 and 99 because 98 was 99 and so on and so forth. So I'm basically needing to say, hey, 1 is now equal 2. 2 is now equal to 3. 3 is now equal to 4. So on and so forth. But I need that to loop. Because I can't just say, hey, 1 is now equal to 2. 2 is now equal to 3. 3 is now equal to 4. Because then it's just going to shift everything down 1. And so the idea is, so here we're saying if just, you know, with keeping it as unconfusing as possible, game variables.value. So if 1 plus 13, 13 is just a modifier. So 13 is by default equal to 0. We're saying, hey, if variable, if Q position 1 is equal to 0. So if there's nothing in Q position 1, then what it needs to do is say, hey, take Q position 1 and set it to Q position 2. So now, if there's something in Q position 2, shift it down to 1. Which is great. But then we're saying, all right, now set this back to 0. Then you want to do it again. You really want to loop that or run 1x as needed. So it's only going to loop when we have a certain switch turned on. And so basically the way that it's going to work is this is going to be the event that is actually pulling stuff from the top of the queue. And so basically what this does is as soon as it pulls one from the top of the queue, it then turns on a switch called hold from queue. And then over here, if, turns on switch move up queue. And so then if move up queue is on, then we need to actually move everything. We need to shift it. The problem is let's say, just for example, like say if there's something in queue position 1, 2, and 3, but for some reason something missed 4, then there's 5, 6, 7. By the time that empty spot gets to 1, I need it to actually like skip over it. Yeah. And I'm trying to make it loopable, so I'm trying to make it in as little code as possible. So here's what I think. We need to have another conditional branch. We don't want it to reset. I guess what we could do is we don't have it actually loop. We have it go through once, and then it just checks to see. Yeah, maybe actually that. Okay, so what we do is instead of having this conditional branch, we do not want a conditional branch, but we just want to say is set 1 to 2, add 1 to the queue, Oh, that's not going to work. So here's the thing, is that if it shifts everything down, something is equal to, like everything is equal to 0, it's going to get stuck in a loop. And maybe that's not actually going to be an issue, because the only time that this is actually going to be turned on is when it has actually affected something. I don't know why my brain cannot wrap around this thing. And I do not know why. Yeah, I actually think that my brain is just done for the day. Well, that was it was different from what I was anticipating. Are you really 100? Are you really? Wait, are there really 100 variables for storing the queue? Yes. So basically, the reason why I'm doing so many is because I want to make sure that there is as much overhead as possible. Because I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, it doesn't seem like it's that many. I was like, do we really need 100? Probably not. But I was like, what if, perchance, like say 6 months down the road, you know, let's say I can somehow rack up, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 concurrent viewers, and let's just even say that even just 10 of them are participating in the minigame. If everyone is just like, if everyone just were to start consistently and like constantly casting spells, and so we're getting like, you know, 2, 3, 4 a second, it's going to be casting the spell about once a second. It could very easily get filled up to the point where, yeah, would be a bit of an issue. So I'm thinking that if we have about 100 spots in the queue, we should be fine. I think. I hope. But anyway, so yeah, so the idea is to try and create as much overhead as possible, or have as much room as possible. And honestly, like, this could go as high as I wanted or needed it to, which is why I'm trying to do it all with variables. Because at this point, like, I could have it go literally as high as I wanted, or I guess as many variables as there are in Gmaker, which I think is 5,000. So I could have it go up to that number. So yeah, so I'm trying to make it as efficient of a loop as possible, just to like keep adding as much as possible. So yeah, so the reason why I have this set to 100 is because I was like, we'll just go with 100 for now. That's kind of what I've set up here in the variables. I've just reserved these as the dice roll queue, so nothing that crazy. But yeah, so that's why. I'm sure that if I step away from this for a little bit and come back and look at this, it'll all make sense. Yeah. So the hope is that I will have a little bit of time off stream to be able to work on this, hopefully get at least this one working, and then actually build out the attacks themselves. Because yeah, the reason why I'm having to rebuild all of this is just because when I built the original, so the current game bra that is currently working, I did not set it up to allow for more than one spell to be going at a time, which can all, you know, obviously really mess with the yeah, so having to kind of rebuild it from the scratch because I was not anticipating this little mini game to actually be anything, but people seem to like it. They seem to like it. We've definitely leveled up way more than I thought we would. You know. Anyway, but yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. My brain is probably just about done for the night, but I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try and spend a little bit of time off stream to figure out some way to get it working. So, but yeah, so I think at this point we're gonna say goodbye to our YouTube audience and friends, and then we're going to, over on Twitch, we're going to go do a raid. So if you're over on YouTube, I appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much. JK, I appreciate you being here, and then also Monster, thank you again so much for the donation. I appreciate that. Or I guess for the super chat. Thank you for that. And JK, we will see you on Friday. I guess it'll be Friday for you, Thursday for me. We'll see you then. Take care. Good luck. And yeah, so YouTube, we'll see you all on the next stream in 2 days. Till then, take care, very well, and try not to have too much fun. Goodbye.